I believe we're live, but I'm not sure. Give it just a minute. What's up, everybody? Dead Pred, how's it going? Grifting the USA. What's the plan for today? No plan. The overboard of the Southwest has arrived. Let's see here. 1 second. Let's do this first. And then we'll pin it. Hey, Nat, good morning. Good to see you. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about. Hey, LGBT card. Some of the names crack me up. So let's see here. But there's the link. I went ahead and pinned it. Hey, Lori, good morning. Hey, Bones, how's it going? Dragonfly, how you doing? Bill, the pit bull. What's up, dude? What's the temperature up there, man? You're like 3 hours from me, but I think you're higher altitude. I keep this up on my phone. I'm watching the show. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's just, hey, Stu Art. Good morning, Miss Direct. What's going on? I just woke up a little while ago. Actually, I woke up about an hour ago. It's like 6 something in the morning, 7 something now, 7:53. But yeah, if anybody wants to come up that usually comes on panels, you're welcome to come up. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Buddy Biggs Adventures, how's it going? But if anybody wants to share the stream, they can. I think I got it set where if somebody wants to share to their channel, if they're up here, they can. I don't really have anything in particular to talk about except for just a couple of things. Other than that, it's just whatever happens, I guess. Yeah, that's my e-cigarette. It's probably loud. Hey, Tony, how's it going? Good morning. A title is required. A title is required. Oh, I still have my overlay on, don't I? Let's see here. Go back to brand. Let me take this overlay off for now, I guess. There's no point really having it on right now. Shoot, I forgot to get my coffee. That's the first thing I was going to do. I forgot. Oh, well. Let's see. Overlay. Hide. Booyah. All right. Is that better? I think. I don't know. It looks blurry. Does that look so blurry? I don't know. Hey, Kobe. What's up, dude? How you doing? Jeff, are you in Albuquerque? Yeah, I took a wrong left turn back in 96 and ended up in Albuquerque. That is it. Misdirect. Yeah, Kobe, it's good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Until, the last stream, I think it was. And then in another stream yesterday. It's good to see you, man. I hope you're okay. I need to go back to comments here. Hold on my computer. Yeah, I don't really have anything in mind. I'm just going live. Hey, White Claw. Bones. I like Bones. Bones is cool. Buddy Big's Adventure. I've only briefly been through New Mexico, but it's very beautiful. Definitely land of it. Yeah, it is. It's a nice state, and as far as a lot of nice views and places to go. My favorite place is probably White Sands National Monument. That is, I haven't been there in a while. When our kids were growing up, we used to go down there almost every year to go sand surfing, set or what we want to call it. But yeah, they rent out toboggans. You can wax them up and go on these sand dunes, and yeah, it's like sledding in 114-degree weather. It's pretty fun, but it's beautiful. It really is. Hey, Dragonfly again. CCC spokesman and co-founder Janae, how you doing? Good morning. Let's see here. I love the Southwest in general. It gets very, very humid when it's. Yeah, I used to live in Texas near the Gulf, and it was so humid there. Oh my goodness! I mean, it could be 75 degrees and feel like 90. I'm not much for humidity. And we've had a really mild spring here, which is good. And we got another cool spell. We're only going to be in the upper 70s for the next week. Uh, a couple low 80s, I think, for highs, and around upper 40s to low 50s for lows, which is extremely rare for here this time of year. Usually we're in the upper 90s, if not triple digits. So this is awesome. It's going to be nice. Hey, CCC, Color Water Control. How you doing? Hey, Chantel. Good to see you. Tony D. Jeff the Weatherman. Yeah, I just did an off the whim stream just for the heck of it. I guess I missed some things last night, so I don't know if anybody has the rundown. I think Ryan went live on Fireside, and there was something else. I forgot who else went live that I missed. Was it anything crazy or? See, Boston. See, Betty Big's Adventures. I'm near Boston. I love the seasons, but it gets extreme. Yeah, when I lived in Minnesota near Canada, oh my goodness. I mean, I have to admit, I was younger back then. I moved up there when I was a month before I turned 18. I think it was. No. It was a month before I turned. Not a month. A year before I turned. I don't know. It was around. I think I was in my late teens. I can't remember. No, I moved to Minneapolis. Yeah, I did move to Minneapolis a month before I turned 18. That is right. I was thinking I moved here. My bad. Minneapolis, St. Paul. I liked it up there as far as the fun and everything that I had. It was sinful fun, but it was fun. But I don't like the weather at all. Hey, Jake, what's going on? Grifting USA. Whatever happened to grifting? What did I miss? Hey, New York. How's it going, buddy? How is it going? I don't have anything in mind. I just went live for the heck of it. That's why I put a title is required. I just thought I'd open up a place for people to chat, and if anybody wants to come up, they can. Again, please just try to avoid the cussing and all that stuff. That's all I ask. Try to keep it as PG as possible, or PG-13, whatever you want to call it. But on panel. But I'm gonna. Actually, I do have some good news. I know I'm tired. It's one of the main reasons why I thought about doing this. Is Seven here yet? I don't know if Seven's in here or not. Hey, if anybody wants to come up again, I'm respectfully asking to please watch the language. That's all I ask. Is just have a nice little talk. We don't have to, F this and F that and all that stuff. We can just talk. So if you want to come up and just talk, you can do that. I do have to verify who you are, though. I have to confirm it's actually you. That's it. Bones, I'm going to do something I thought I would never do. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of streams. So don't let me down, Bones. I'm going to give you a wrench. Is that cool? I'm just waiting for your response. If you say yeah, I'll give you a wrench. I know my e-cigarette's probably loud. And Jenny, I'm going to give you a wrench to protect you. Just please, all I ask is don't be mean to anybody. I get it. You and I actually agree on a lot of. I'm a King James Bible person myself too, but this is just not slam anybody or anything like that. That's all I ask, and I don't want anybody. Actually, nobody time out Jenny or anything. I don't want anybody timed out. Hey, Bless, how you doing? It's good to see you here. Jeff, hey, sweetie, did you hear what Tiffany was saying about you? No, I really don't care to hear, to be honest with you. No offense. I'm not, I haven't talked to her since last year, I think, like the end of last year, I think. So I'm not being rude. I just don't want to go down that, yeah. Um, yeah, but please just leave Janae alone and everybody just be nice. Just have a nice little morning chat. That's all I want. I don't want to have to give the mods a green light to start banning and timing out people. Let's just be good. I don't know what else to say, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Just be nice. I don't know. Just having a little chitty chat. Or as one of my cop friends says, let's chew the fat. Let's see. Shellbell. Hey, Shellbell, you want to come up? We're just, I just request no cussing, obviously. We're just trying to keep it PG here and have a nice little morning chat. So, Shellbell's really cool. She's a friend of mine. Silly Wabbit, good to see you too. You can come up if you want. The link is in the pinned description. I just asked no cussing and just watch what we say and have a nice little morning chat. That's it. Jenny, I'm going to give you a standard wrench for now. That way nobody messes with you. Just, like I said, everybody just be nice. We're going to have, everybody has a right to agree to disagree. We don't have to be enemies about anything. I'm talking about everybody in general. So, but this just try not to push certain things other people this morning. I just want to have a nice little morning chat. I gave you a standard wrench there, Jen. That way nobody messes with you. Ed's EB car. Wait, Dave, dude, why did you time out Ed's EBT card? That's my friend. I don't know why you. What did you do? Time him out? Oh, you hit? No. Don't hide. I'm gonna unhide him or her. I don't know if it's a he or her, but we'll just. I don't know. Whoever's unhidden. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dave. Might have been an accident. Thank you, Dragonfly. I appreciate that. Can you play the Bring It anthem? Anthem? No, I'm still in bed. I'm not, no, I'm not doing anything. White. Let's see. Walter White. I like that. I love that. Walter White Claw. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Dude, that is a cool name. Walter White Claw. I love that. Wait, Bones, I thought I just gave you a wrench. Wait, maybe I didn't. Oh, wait, I was going to ask if you wanted one or not. I was waiting for your response. I think I probably missed it. Are you cool with a wrench, Bones, or no? I don't want to give a wrench that I don't want one. So that's why I was going to ask. But and then adds EBT card. I'll give you a standard wrench too. You've been asking for one. You've been cool, so I'll give you one. All right, that's cool. I just ask that nobody unless it's absolutely necessary. When in doubt, just time them out. Don't ban anybody, but don't time out anybody unless it's like obvious. Hey, Lisa. Good morning. Good to see you. I watched. I can't always catch Brian's videos when they, premiere, but I try to go back and watch. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Oh, you're welcome. Elizabeth, how you doing? Hey, Jake. Just looking and see if anyone wants to come up. I'm not a good monologue type person, so some company would be nice. I like the Walter White Claw name though. Hold on, let me put it up on the screen real quick. I'm the best White Claw manufacturer in the world. My product is the highest purity. It will make you rage like a college white chick. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see here, Showbell. Should we try connecting my channel? Oh yeah, if you want to come up and do that, yeah, you can do that, Showbell. Again, I'm just asking for PG, just a nice, cool stream. We don't have to cuss and holler everybody or anything like that. Just to, chill. That's all I want. It's too early in the morning for me. What is it? It's 8 o'clock in the morning, a little after 8. And it's Silly Wabbit. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Wait, why can't I hear
Hey,
you?
how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just give me a
Yeah,
minute.
me too.
Let me make sure I got my YouTube. Hold on, there's somebody backstage. Give me a minute here. I gotta make sure this is turned down. We're gonna have an echo problem here. Give me 1 second here. Wait, not that one. Give me just a second. I gotta find it on my computer. There it is. All right. Sorry about that. It should be good now. Does that sound better?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me see who's backstage real quick now. Showbell. All right. Hey,
Hi.
good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am doing well.
Good,
How are
good,
you?
good. I just woke up a little while ago.
But yeah, it's completely up to you if you want to try it out because I can't do it on my end. So it's completely up to you if you want to try it out on this slide.
Well, you should be able to, if you look above the right on the chat, it should have a blue box and it says
Okay.
share.
So I'm on my phone. Should I go on my computer?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can do it from your phone. I actually figured it out by default, but I'm not using my
Oh,
phone. I'm
maybe
using my computer.
more. Oh, stream this to my audience. I see it.
Yes. Yeah.
There
That
you
that
go.
that's the button. There you go. You're learning.
What's the title, guy?
I I put no time. I put, or I think I put a title is required. That's all I put.
Okay, let's see. Southwest. Oh, I can't tag you like that, so I'll do the tag after. But
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, you can just share it that way. I help, and those are. Yeah, I know there's. I know Wabbit needs some watch hours, I believe, and everything. So anybody that needs watch hours, when you share it, it'll give you watch hours. Plus, your chat will appear in the StreamYard too. So
Yeah. The only thing about
thank
that is the people that's on the YouTube side doesn't see my
yeah.
chat or Shellbell's chat or
yeah.
whatever.
I'll
Hey
probably sign in
Samantha.
to watch my chat and to type in it if I want to as well, but I'll stay on here, obviously, with you. So I'm gonna put streaming with Southwest Jeff and just leave it at
Yes.
that for now, I guess. Okay, just give me 1 minute. This is so cool. I didn't realize we could even do this.
See, Stuart asked, "How much do you make per month from YouTube, Jeff?" I've had one check from YouTube, but I've been monetized for almost a year now. So I've only
Wow.
Oh,
gotten one check, and it was $118. I believe it was
that's,
an even 118.
that's really not bad though.
Well, yeah, I'm not,
Considering,
you know,
you know what I mean? I mean, I know
yeah,
that's not a lot of money, but it's like it's still something, right?
yeah. I'm not too concerned about it, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, I mean, as far as the donations go, as far as Cash App, that's separate. I maybe made
Yeah.
I think maybe $500 in the last year and a half on donation wise to Cash App. So I haven't really made it hardly
Well,
anything.
we'll be like hooking up with other channels like this, like sharing on. I don't know if you guys are sharing on Silly's today or not, but if like
Uh,
sharing on there's channels, I think is probably the best way to get new people and the best way to get even more of like that exposure out there.
Yep.
yeah, I figure why not help other people. See, also with YouTube as well. Like the other day, I reached over 2K, and I even said it on the stream. I was like, "Well, it'll be gone by tomorrow." Sure
Okay.
enough, I mean, because it sometimes YouTube takes a while for it to catch up. And so I started seeing some of those come back today. So I don't know. I don't really, but yeah, I want to do a 2K giveaway. And I was thinking since I hit 2K Sunday, I was like, oh shoot, we could probably do this next Sunday. And but yeah, it dropped below 2K. So either some people subbed and unsubbed, or YouTube just hasn't caught up with it yet. So I don't know. No big deal. But the smaller, like, well, my channel is small too, but what I mean is like the ones that are trying to get to their 1K or whatever it is, or need watch hours, or
Yeah.
whatever, it helps them a little bit too by sharing. So, but I
No,
don't
it's
have,
awesome. Thank you.
sorry. Yeah, I don't have any real plans. I just have a few things, but so yeah, Seven surprised me last night. He's my editor and cameraman, and he sent me the final edited upload of the last catch for Rumble, and he also sent me some thumbnails, which is really really cool. The only
Nice.
So hopefully the next stream I can finally drop. I'm gonna drop everything like the Rumble links, and the uploads will be on there and everything, the re-edited versions and everything. So that's pretty cool, and I really appreciate Seven. He's in it for the right reasons. He really is. So
Very cool.
shout out to him. Let's
Hi,
see
uh,
here.
Bill G Bill G. When they jumped over to my chat for a second to say hey, so this is interesting. So I'm like reading both.
Yeah. Good morning,
Oh,
wrestler's mom.
I can actually post the comments from your phone. I don't even need to be on my computer. How cool is that?
Yep.
Yep. I figured that out. I think it was like the fourth time I did StreamYards by default. Once again, I figured it out by default. I was like fooling around. I was like, can I post a comment from my phone?
I just like moved my what is it? My recliner and it just made a really loud sound. I apologize.
Oh, it's fine. No big
Trying
deal.
to find the little charger for my phone. I'm not sure where it went.
Oh, I got to watch a little bit of. I put up Kurt's comment. I got to watch a little bit of Nunya's stream last night. I didn't type anything. I just had my headphones on, just listening a little bit. I think I actually fell asleep to it, to be honest with you, because they were. I just didn't really feel like chatting or anything less. I just listening.
Understandable.
Shoot, I was in bed. I was in bed by, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock, because I had to get up at like 2 o'clock my time to go to work. But unfortunately, I
Yeah,
woke up at one. I woke up at 1 o'clock, and I was afraid to go back to sleep, so I just said, "Heck with it."
yeah.
I'm, I'm
I
just
stayed
going.
up way too late. Rudy
I
and I were playing games on my we were playing like guess that song on my what's called sorry my stream.
I,
oh
I,
yeah.
yeah, I
Yep.
rewatched that. I rewatched that this morning, Shelbo.
Did you think it was funny? Because I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
I wish I could
I'm
do that
gonna
on
mute for,
here, but
I'm gonna mute for a sec.
all right. Yeah, it'd be cool. I wish they. I mean, there's some copyright stuff that they're starting to lift a little. stuff,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I wish we could play like even. I mean, I get it, but like if I upload something, like say from just spitball in here, like Def Leppard, I don't know, Motley Crue, whatever. Um, say I went to a concert, which a lot of my stuff I uploaded just from concerts or whatnot, but I actually get monetized from those because it's called the sharer program. But if I played it just on a live stream, they would copyright it. So I usually
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
hey,
I
Kurt,
found that out last night too. We only played tiny, tiny portions of the song, and I still got copyrighted.
yeah, somebody went live last night. I was watching. They were playing something that wasn't even really. I don't understand why they even gave them the copyright thing. But you know how the stream will go black and it says you violated copyright or something of that nature. Then it'll come back on in an hour, or not an hour, but about a minute usually. Well,
It
the
did that
person
to us. It did that to us for like 5 minutes. It was black. Not
five
last
minutes.
night, but today.
Oh yeah, that's when you were playing. You played Smoke. Well, it wasn't even Smoking in the Boys Room. I think it was the David. No, it
That's
was
right.
Smoking in the Boys Room.
That's right. Yep.
Motley Crue.
Uh,
Yeah, because the David Lee Roth Yankee Rose. We did the beginning of that one. That. And you're like, nope, not doing. Not. I said, just play the first 6 seconds of the song. It's so funny. The video, You're like, nope, not risking it. I don't blame you.
yeah, it scared me when it went black. Sorry, I'm in my kitchen, and I'm in the kitchen, and it, like got hollowy. But yeah. Oh, jeez. It scared the crap out of me. I don't even know
Yeah.
what.
Well, as long as it's not a strike, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
as long as it's on an actual strike, I don't really care. So
yeah.
just grab a drink.
There's a couple of things I just want to mention, folks, just real quick, if you don't mind. But like I said, I really don't want much drama or anything. I just want to have a chill chat. But um, I was watching a little bit of somebody else's stream, and for some reason, certain people. Hi, Nikki. Good to see you. The wine cellar. How you doing? Good to see you. You can come up if you want. We're just having a chill morning stream. That's all. We try to keep it PG here. So I'm going to start a backup channel that's, just to pretty much say what we want, not to worry about the TOS and all that stuff on a lot of things. That way we can have a little bit more free speech.
Very
But yeah,
cool.
the TOS just keeps getting more strict. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. You know what,
I've no.
Jeff? You keep me in line when I'm on your panel. I don't break out new cuss words or nothing like that. Props to
Nope.
you, brother.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
Props.
appreciate.
that's pretty interesting because he has a hard time with that.
I know, right?
Well, I think it's kind of funny when you and Dave go at each other, Savage Dave.
Yeah.
That cracks me up. It really, really does.
I'm gonna have to be careful on my stream if I'm ever monetized too, because like I have a trucker's mouth. But I can control it though.
Yeah. Well, speaking of trucker, there's a possibility I may be going on the road again with my son-in-law for a couple of weeks before his daughter, which would be my first granddaughter, will be born this month.
Congratulations.
Oh, nice, Jeff.
So that's good. I'm looking forward. And then I found out too that my youngest daughter, who's pregnant, I finally found out her due date, or at least the month, is in September, and she is going to be having another boy. So
Oh,
I'll have 5 grandsons and my first granddaughter this year. So I'm looking forward to that.
Hello,
you
Nat.
don't look enough. You do not look old enough to be a grandfather. My goodness.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I was in my 30s when I late 30s, obviously, when I had my oldest grandson.
Wow.
Oh,
So
I mean, technically, I could have been in that situation as well with my youngest. I mean, my oldest, because I got pregnant at 19, had her at 20, so I totally could have been in the same position. But
yeah,
nothing's better than grandchildren and children, so I'm all for that.
absolutely. Hi, Deborah. How are you, Deborah? Good to see you.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
not paying attention to the chat. Oopsies.
Sometimes it goes a little fast. Depends. There's 60 people here, so it's not too bad. But
Okay.
my computer's slow, so like when I try to click on a comment, I'll click it, but there's a delay, and it'll go to another comment. And it's like, whoa, I didn't mean that one. I meant the other one. So,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, Shellbell. Don't be lying to Jeff. He looks like he's dinosaur material. Come on now.
Not, I'm 37,
prehistoric.
not much older than me.
Hey, Lapathi, you want to come up? We just gotta watch language. That's all I ask. We're just, no bad language. We're just keeping
Puppy
it
somewhere.
chill.
Where's her?
She's a good artist. She's good people.
Yeah, she is. She does good work too.
Oh yeah, I actually caught one of her live streams again, which is hard for me to catch. Obviously I can't catch everybody's live streams, but She had a good one. She was in. You have to forgive me, but Puffy, because I forgot who you were interviewing. But it was a good one. I really enjoyed it sincerely. So I hope I can catch more of your live streams. Very, very cool. But let me just finish real quick. So, yes, because somebody likes to continuously bring up my name, not just mine, there's others too, but because he brought up my name, I just want to address it again. Bill from Pulling the Strings. He just can't, he's so jealous. He just can't keep my name out of his mouth. And he says, I'm a compulsive liar, is what he keeps saying. Of course, he calls Ryan Lion Ryan and other people. He's just jealous. The dude's only got 600 or 700 subs, if that. I don't know if that's why he's jealous. I have no idea. But hey, here comes Nat going bananas. What's up, Nat?
Hey, Nat.
Yo, what's up?
How's it going?
Hey. Let me
I'm
mute
glad
you
you're
two.
here. I've missed hanging out with you since last night.
Yeah, I figured I'd come up a little bit before my friend comes home from surgery. I'm helping her out for a couple days.
Oh, that's hope
Hey,
everything
Nat.
goes well.
Hey, Nat.
Yeah.
I got that same Yeti. The same one.
Oh, you do? I love my
Yes.
Yeti.
Yes, me too.
I've got one like that. The only difference is mine doesn't have any designs on it.
Well, I put the sticker on there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
So I guess we
Oh,
always
okay. Mine came with. Sorry, Jeff. Mine came with the sticker on it already. That's nice.
Gotcha.
See, every time I try to I always say the word tap the message to come up. Oh, there's Bill. Oh yeah, you guys drop Rolling Stones GoFundMe if you want, and also Pro Cop. Rolling. I'm so tired I can't even think. But let me just finish before I forget. But yeah, Bill, Joe's a compulsive liar. And when I did a Q&A on my stream, I was like, for those who think I'm lying about whatever, just ask me. Just ask. That's all they have to do is just ask. And I did a Q&A, and there was nothing. It was like, so I don't know, but he will lie about saying that I am a liar, or that Ryan's a liar, or that Cap's a liar, or fill in the blank. So yeah. I don't even want to have to bring that stuff up. But whenever they bring up my name in their streams, I'm going to bring up their name and mine, so that they shut up, keep my name out of their mouths, and learn to have respect for other people. Until then, I guess I'll have to bring him up on occasion on my stream. I don't want to have to do that. But I know they're jealous. I mean, Bill lives vicariously through all the catchers and decoys and people in the community that have any kind of relevance. So that's just the way he is. He's just a jealous person. And so his only rebuttal is, I'm a liar. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'll shut up. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want any drama. So we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
But other than that, so yeah, so you have a friend that's having surgery. You don't have to elaborate or anything. But
it's kind of funny. She's having the same exact surgery that I had 4 years ago. Like I had my surgery on my left knee. Hers is going to be on her right knee. It's The one where they drill the 3 holes, orthoscopic, I think it's called.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I know the pain after that surgery, so I told her I'd come over for a couple days and help out.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I'm gonna make tacos for dinner tonight.
Hey, that sounds
That's
good.
nice of you, Nat. Yes, very nice.
That's gonna be very painful for her to heal from.
Yeah, like I had help after my surgery, so
That's
and she's
awesome.
actually the one. She's actually the one that picked me up and helped me directly after my surgery.
Nice.
So I'll repay the favor.
Yeah, you're just paying it forward, right?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
good. Yeah, I know I know 2 people actually that went ahead and had, because they recommend if you need knee surgery on both knees that you only do one at a time because the recoveries can be pretty bad. The recovery part can be pretty bad. And they said one day, because when I broke my knee in law enforcement in 04, they said one day I might have to have some kind of whatever knee replacement, I guess they call it, or something. I don't know. So far so good. But I suppose if when I get older or something, I may have to go through that. But it's definitely a struggle to recover from knee surgery, from what I've seen.
It is like mine. From what I remember, it was like a month and a half, and that was also when I was real deep in like my drinking. So I literally had to have my friend like. Well, actually, I kept the bottle of vodka next to my freaking bed, like that. Like, I don't care. Like, it was 2019. I was full blown alcoholic, so whatever.
Yeah.
It just sucked.
Yeah.
And I couldn't move either. Like, I just had to post up with my leg like on the couch a certain way or on the bed all day, just sitting like this all day.
That was like when I broke my kneecap in law enforcement. I had to have my legs straight. They had this, I don't know what it's called, but until I went to physical therapy, they would adjust it every week where I could bend my knee like a half an inch or an inch or something like that. And that was the most painful thing in physical therapy, when he would adjust it. And he's like, okay, we're gonna bend it just a little bit more this week. And if I could fly, I would. It hurt so bad.
Sorry, guys, my allergies are really bad. This pollen is ridiculous over here. Like, I felt like I was coated in pollen yesterday after skateboarding everywhere.
Oh, you're fine. Puffy, you can come up. It's no problem. You're welcome up here. You're part of the fam. You can come up.
Yeah, you can come up.
She's awesome. I mean, yeah. Come on up.
Hey Jeff, can I am I allowed to post a link to Shell Bell's channel?
Of course. Yeah, anybody can post whatever link they want. It's just a chill stream. Yeah.
I can figure out how to do it from my end.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, everybody's welcome to share their links. I don't have any issues with that.
Yeah, my channel's pretty.
Does Puffy have a channel? Can we share her link? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we should share her links. I'll subscribe to her.
Let me share Shell Bells.
Sometimes you'll get games, and sometimes you'll just get randomness.
Yeah, already
did. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. I saw Samantha P's here. Hello, darling. Samantha, you can come up too if you want.
Samantha's awesome.
Oh, she is. We have a lot of cool people here.
Let's see.
There's a lot of drama going on in both communities right now.
I know. Too much for me to deal with. I'm trying to stay away from it. You know what I mean?
I don't know what's going on because I don't click on certain panels, so I don't know what's going on. I come in here because I know it's like a chill space.
Try to.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of it somehow. I didn't even mean to be. I was like the messenger, and it was kind of like let's kill the messenger type of thing.
I mean, I'll share videos that people make because if I think it's relevant or something that needs to be shared, I'll share it to my community page. Hey, Steve, how you doing, bud? But I'll be in like some of the chats, but I don't do a lot of streams about what's going on. And even like today, I was thinking, I just want to do a morning, just a chill stream. I don't want to get in any drama or anything like that. I just want to have a place for people to come and chat, relax, come up and chill. So
Sounds good.
Yeah.
it's all good in the hood.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing one here in a little bit, but I seen you live, and I was like, hey, I know where I'm going today. You know what I mean?
I
That's what I was
appreciate it.
thinking when I was gonna go live earlier, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I looked around and I saw there was like in our community and your community. Well, there's different communities, but I was looking around. Not very many people were live. I was like, you know what? I might as well just off the whim just do a live, and I did. So here we are.
Early-ish
Impromptu.
here.
An impromptu live,
Sometimes they're the best lives too, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all hit that like. I don't even know if I liked my own stream yet.
Oh man, Bill, damn, that sucks. I'm sorry. That does sound painful.
I didn't even see Samantha P. I wonder if she might be in someone else's like chat on this, because we're supposed to be able to see everybody, right?
Yeah, up here you can. Yeah.
On the StreamYard site, and not unless she, I don't know if she
I don't
blocked.
think she has me blocked because we were talking good last night. Because I don't think she has me blocked.
Now, did everything work out with? I don't want to get into the drama. I'm just going to ask. Just yes,
Yeah.
it's fine. Everything worked out. Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh wait,
last
I don't know what the question was. I'm sorry. I was just saying you can ask.
Oh, I'll just say Zell. I don't know the whole name. I don't want to get in all the drama. I'm just curious if you guys worked that out or if that's. I know Joe was on there too. I didn't know if that was worked out.
Yeah,
or not,
it was. She got exposed to like the fullest, and she got caught in a really, really big lie.
Oh,
And because
wow.
expose her, they're kind of going after me now, her and her husband, and threatening me, stuff like that. So no, it's got resolved between her and Joe because Joe's forgiving, and I'm usually forgiving, but they're going after me and have no interest in peace with me.
I'm
But
pretty
they want
forgiving too, depending on the situation.
Yeah, me too. And I really will. I will forgive people if they're willing to, come to me and say I'm sorry or whatever.
Unless
But
you hurt a child.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah,
that's my
That's
exception
different.
right there. That's my exception.
Yeah, absolutely. Bill, I'll be praying for you, buddy. I didn't know about that. If you mentioned something before, I just simply forgot. But I just want you to know that's why I put your comment up there for a little bit. I'll be keeping you in my prayers on that. That's got to be painful for sure. But see, I also have they call it, is it sciatic? My left, I think it was in 2016. I got home from work and I was working graveyard. I was working 3 second shifts, and then my Friday was a graveyard shift. And I came home and I fell asleep. I woke up and my left thigh was almost completely numb, like like the pins and needles type thing. And that was in 2016. And to this day, I've got some of the feeling back, but not all of it. And that's when I learned I had I think it's called scoliosis of my spinal cord or something.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And then they said and I had she said my doctor said there was I have something about a vertebrae something was wrong with it, and a disc. And then I had an X-ray recently, and they said that it was worse. And I'm like, oh, here we go.
Hey Nat, what kind of dog is that?
He's a mixed lab. And then over here,
beautiful.
I got a husky. Her name's Jade.
Nice.
Jade. Yeah, she has no interest.
She's like, no, Mom, leave me alone, Mom.
I'm her aunt.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, Becky.
Beautiful.
Oh no.
Hey Becky. Sorry, Jeff.
Oh, no problem. We always talk over each other. There's always a delay, so it's kind of hard not to. We don't mean to. It just happens.
Yeah.
I've oops, sorry. I've noticed the delay too on my end, and me and Rudy do that constantly.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I just thought I would do a stream and just see where it takes us. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens here. I just figured I would do a morning stream. Hey, Dave Coiler Camping, good to see you, buddy. He's good people. He was like
How many
Jeff's handing out wrenches to everybody again. I'm gonna see that today probably if
Nice, Becky.
I give out wrenches to people who I care about and who I trust. And so, when people are in here for a little bit and they're respectful, I'll give them one too. I'm not going to give everybody a wrench like I did a couple of times before. I gave almost everybody one, and it didn't go very well. So.
Yeah, yeah. I usually give everybody wrenches too until I see them on another panel just disrespecting me or
Yep.
Anyone. Then poof, you're gone. You know.
Exactly.
I think people that beg for wrenches always seem to have an ulterior motive. It's one thing to ask for a wrench, but like to beg for one, I feel like is an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, and for fun, everybody was doing the New Year's resolution thing, and I never really do that too often. And so, for fun, I said, you know what? I'm gonna beg for wrenches for the month of January only, and I did. It was I made it fun. I told everybody I'm doing it for fun, and most people did. It was just a few places, but they did give me a wrench. It was like you didn't have to beg. I was like, but I have to. It's my New Year's resolution.
Begging for wrenches. Wow.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then it was like February 2nd or 1st or something. And I went to one channel and I didn't have a wrench in there. I was like, oh crap, I can't beg anymore. It's not January. But it was all out of fun. It's like when I put the cash up on my banner Sunday, I did it for a reason. It wasn't really like, oh, give me donations. It was to piss a couple people off because for the first time ever last week, I asked if somebody could help with because I purchased the extra storage, the StreamYard, and the Truth Finder. I keep forgetting the exact name, Truth Finder, I think it's called. So So for catching, I can do more recon work and find out more information in case they run or drive off. It's good to find out more background. So.
Hey, Smitty.
Smitty, is that from? Oh, hey, Smitty, how you doing? That's from your channel, I believe.
It is. I mean, he is.
See the paper clip. So there we go.
Yeah,
I know.
Up here, he's great.
Hey, Mommy Ivy, good to see you. Good to see you. It's nighttime where she's at.
Yes, Mommy Ivy is a wonderful singer.
Oh, she is. She's a wonderful person too.
Beautiful voice.
She's been a friend of mine for almost a year now. She's a good person. Hey, there's Puffy. How you doing? Good to see you.
Hello, Puffy.
Hi,
Hey, Puffy.
Hi, everybody. Look, I was going to show you something I did yesterday. Hold on.
Can I put you on? Oh, when you're ready, I'll put you on a solo layout so everybody can see. Let's see here.
I color in art. That's like the art I like to do, like the adult coloring books. I actually have like a couple here that I brought with me that I'm going to give to my friend.
Nice. See, my oldest daughter, she sold her first piece of art. I think she was in 9th grade when we were on the Navajo Nation. She got $50 for it. And it was to the Herd Museum in Arizona. And then she's got all these other paintings. I think she sold another one recently too. I don't think it was to a museum though, but she's so good at painting, drawing. She does like all different kinds of stuff. Oh, let me put you on solo layout there, Puffy. Hold on one second.
I was supposed to do a 2-point perspective city at the classroom, but I didn't turn it in yet. I have to turn it.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna wait till he puts it solo. Oh, that's freaking awesome. I wish
That
I
is
could
I'm
draw.
cool.
learning.
I wish I had my art skills again, but I lost them.
That's
I'm learning
beautiful,
how to
Puff.
do patches, like the letters. I'm trying to make them look like patches.
Uh huh.
Oh, gotcha.
That is
So yeah,
amazing.
thank you.
I don't know how you do it. I'll take you off slow layout now. But that, yeah, she drew a picture of me one time when she was up here and I was doing a stream and I was like, wow, that was really, really cool. Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's
I
good.
And you
I did this
realize,
in the dark.
You did that in the
Really?
dark? Wow.
Yeah, I did it in the
um,
dark. I'm doing my music teacher too, like watch.
That's why she's going to school for art. I believe, right, Puff?
Yes, yeah, to get a little bit better because I used to draw, but I stopped for 10 years. So I'm really getting back my mojo on that. This is my teacher. He likes piano, so he wanted something with pianos, him in it, and music. So that's his last name. That's my teacher. This is just a rough
Nice.
draft. That's his
that's
piano.
beautiful.
Nice.
Okay,
I do
she said
everything.
coming and saying hey, but that's beautiful. That really is beautiful.
I'm a person that does like custom things. Like if you want something, say, avatar, and then you like chess, and you like volleyball, etc. or whatever, I'll make it all into your avatar.
That is
I
so
love it.
cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, my I can't wait. My oldest daughter, when she gets done with her college, she gets to work for the. I always say Hollywood, but it's not Hollywood. It's here. But we have Netflix is based here. We have ABQ Studios here. In fact, I think more movies are made here now than in California. So she's already got a job waiting for her in the movie industry. She's done. So that's going to be
Nice.
cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to go get some coffee. I'm sorry I forgot to get some. Do you guys mind taking over for a few? I'll be right back.
No, we got
Sure.
you. We got you, brother.
I
We'll
appreciate
behave.
it. All right.
100%.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding.
We got you.
I'll be right back.
Let the cussing begin.
I was just gonna say that, Rabbit. No cussing.
I was gonna say,
That,
let the cussing begin.
bad.
Oh crap, that's funny.
What are you guys all doing today or this week, I should say?
He'd be like, "What are you all doing to me?" You know.
What
Oh
are the plans
man.
What?
on
You
the
like
Ivy?
broke up right there. Or it's probably my headphones. Who knows?
Oh, sorry. I said, what are your plans for this week?
Work.
Chilling here for a couple days. And then it's raining, so probably nothing. Maybe I'll skateboard in my basement.
Very cool.
What about you?
I have a phone interview today, and then Thursday, a in-person interview for another job. And that's about it.
Nice
Good
job,
good
Belle.
luck with them.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you. I'm very excited, especially for one in particular on Thursday. I think I like that one more than the other one, but it'll all depend on money, of course,
Right.
Yeah.
like who offers more.
Since I'm here, can I do my anthropology interview on you guys?
Do what?
Sure.
Sure.
My anthropology class as for interviews because I'm doing the YouTube platform on a lot of different perspectives.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
So, like my last drawing, I'm gonna show you. And I have another one, but I'm just showing this one.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
have the
gorgeous.
she
that's
devil.
cool.
Oh, that's very
Well,
pretty.
That reminds me of some
this
art
could,
my friend would do.
my daughter told me to start doing that art, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. So that's the first one I've ever done.
I like
Okay,
it.
you guys ready? Thank
Yeah.
Yep.
you. Okay. What makes your YouTube channel unique from other platforms, each individually?
The fact that all my stuff isn't all focused on one thing. I have like GTA up there. I have some skateboarding videos, and then I have the pea catching stuff, the ones that are allowed up there. And I also have random panels. So I guess that's what makes it different. It doesn't stand on one topic.
Okay. How about you, Rabbit?
Well, instead of heating up coffee, it looked pretty nasty. You know, you get to the bottom of the pot of coffee, and sometimes you get the what's it called? Some of the
grinds.
crystals. Yeah, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna brew a new one. So I'm brewing a new pot of coffee right now.
We're doing an interview, and he comes in talking about coffee.
Oh, no. Sorry.
I guess I'll give my answer. Let's see. Mine, I'm rather new, so I don't really know. I don't have any specific direction for it. But I would say mine is that I'm real. Like, I'm real on it. I don't pretend to be anybody else. I don't pretend to be what other people want me to be. I just kind of come in there, and you get what you see. What am I trying to say? What you see is what you get. Like, I'm me. And I'm not going to change for anyone else or bend my morals for anyone else. And I think that's probably what makes me a little bit unique, because you see some channels that do the opposite to fit in or for more subs or whatever the case. But I think that might be the uniqueness and the fact that I kind of cover everything.
All right, Jeff is almost back. Everybody stop cussing.
I'm already back. What's up, Ray?
Hey, Ray. You unique.
That is right now. Why are you saying that I am Ray for? My name is Ravi from Mumbai versus Preds. I am first time listener, long time caller. Who is the very feminine boy in the bottom right? What is his name?
Eat a dick, right?
That is
when the PG-13 stops.
This is right now. You are the one who used the D word for the reference to a male member. That we don't do this on the Just Southwest.
You scared my dog away.
No, that's right. I want to say right now that Nat was non-binary before it was cool. She was the OG of the non-binary person. Anybody else? Shout out to Nat for being non-binary. Fuck all the. No, I'm sorry.
What's
no
non-binary mean? I'm gonna look it up.
Oh God, never mind. I'm just effing around. I'm just
I don't know these terms.
I was gonna say, excuse me, Mr. Kevin Ravi, I need an extended warranty, and I also have an issue with my computer. Can you help me?
No, listen here. Don't try to F on me, you son of a goat. The call is going to be recorded for quality assurance purpose. My name is Bob. They always say their name is American, right? They're like, yes, hello, my name is Roger. Like, dude, your name ain't Roger. It's Raj. Stop lying.
They say their name's Ray Wilson. Ray Wilson.
That's way to dox my last name. Thanks, Nat.
I don't know your last name.
So you just picked it out of a
hat? Oh boy.
It's Ray Smith. There we go. Yeah, Ray Smith. That's what it is.
No, we should let Puffy continue on with our interview because I think it's interesting.
Okay,
yeah. It is.
What were y'all talking? I'll hop down. Just tell me what's the water cooler? What's the gossip today?
Oh, I don't know.
Jeff, the people want to know, when's your next catch, Jeff? The people want to know.
I have no idea. Just being honest. I have no idea. I have a couple of decoys that are talking to some people here that contacted me, so we'll see. That's all I have. Actually, sorry. That's another thing is, I already said that, but another thing too is not only did I get the new thumbnail that Seven got for me with the new the 7 edited, I also got a new mic, by the way. I was going to try it out this morning, and I didn't. It's not a headset; it's an actual mic. I think the brand is called what's it called? Something Lab, L Lab, U Lab. I don't know. It's hard to read it on here, but it's supposed to be really, really good. So I'll try it next time, so I don't have to wear the headset. I hate wearing the headset.
Is anybody else here working today or just me?
Just you.
Not me. I'm trying to find a job. Not me yet.
I'm going to school.
I got up at 2 o'clock and did my work, and now I'm home.
Oh no! Look who it is. I'm just kidding. What's up, Kevin?
Job interview.
Oh wait, language, please, language.
I said truckers, Jeff. I said truckers.
Okay,
Yo, Kevin.
Gotcha.
Savvy's not up here. I'm not coming aggressive, okay? Good morning, fine people. How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Just dropped my baby off at school.
Nice.
Did you play video games with the little man last night?
I did. We played for 2 hours last night.
What a good
He's only
dad.
6, but man, I tell you, he's a dog at that Call of Duty Warzone.
Right, I could see Kev's kid being that young, but being like the best. Oh, I can't even say it here. He's the best S talker on freaking Xbox Live.
Nah, bro, I don't let him.
I bet you that 6-year-old kid has made 40-year-old men. Dude, your son has made 37 grown men rage quit.
Oh, I guarantee it.
My grandsons, they do play some video games, but for some reason they love watching the YouTubers play games like Minecraft, Fortnite, all that stuff. They'll sit there and watch. I forgot the names of it.
My youngest as well, Minecraft and Roblox.
Yeah, and Fortnite.
So here's a fun little fact, and Kevin can probably speak better to me. From what I've heard, Roblox is like one of the biggest ways that grown adults try to groom kids.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
What I've learned in this community is that, like, if you don't know something is fact and you've heard it, you have to say what I've heard. Because if you don't, they're going to make a video about you, and it's going to be bad.
Yeah, my ex's 10-year-old daughter, she got on Roblox, and I mean, she wasn't on it for a week, and my ex got on her account, and there were probably 20 different people messaging her.
See, I have
That's
it set
ridiculous.
up where my daughter can't chat.
I get everything. All my kids' stuff is on my phone.
Exactly,
All
and
of
I have
them.
to her account. So I go
Everything I get.
every once in a while, and I see
Even though my
exactly.
oldest is already 22, but my youngest, yeah. And I have 2 autistic kids, and one of my autistic kids is very popular he has more subscribers than me on YouTube, TikTok, and everything because of his. It's nothing but traits though, but he's very detailed at it and stuff like that. But besides that, I have all his stuff going to my stuff.
That's good.
Even I have to because I've
I have
had
my.
the same issue. Sorry, Mama, go ahead.
Oh no,
you're
it's
fine.
okay. It's the lag. I'm sorry. But yeah, I do the same with my daughter. Everything's connected to my phone because I pay for her phone, so it all is connected to me.
Yeah, I asked my. I shouldn't even have to ask because I know my kids. I raised them, but yeah, they have strong. I don't even know how to do it, to be honest with you. But they had this parental control, so they can only go on YouTube Kids. Okay, first off, they can't. My grandkids, they can only go on the kids thing. That nobody can chat, nobody can do anything. They have it set, and they can monitor everything. So I'm very proud of my son-in-law and oldest daughter for that. I really appreciate that because I told them the dangers of it because I didn't even know there was such a thing as I'm old. I didn't know there was such a thing as online internet, whatever, where people can talk to you or chat or whatever. I had no clue about that till he told me. So.
Yeah, Fortnite can be even worse because you're on this headset and they're talking and these adults
I got some kids in trouble because they were cussing, calling them the little kids were arguing and fighting with cuss words and telling them I'm gonna get it and so on and so forth, and the big ones are like, what in the world, where did they learn all this from?
The kids are worse than the adults.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that on GTA in public lobbies, like people like scream, like little kids screaming at each other. I'm like, why do the parents let them play GTA in the first place? Like,
If you notice Discord too, the little kids are sending like pictures of younger girls like their age or whatever, but like in their underwear and stuff like that. It's like, what the hell is going on now? Like nobody's watching them, or they'll tell you they're alone at the house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had my son have a stalker, like literally, like we blocked his number, we did all kinds. He kept getting new ones, but this guy, I'm not gonna lie, he was 20 something, right? He's autistic too. Like he was desperate for friends, but everybody like ignored him and like stuff like that. We were making fun of him, and I was like, "Is my son gonna be like that?" Because he's autistic. I'm all thinking now that I'm gonna be afraid that if I ever pass, that he's gonna look for that attention from somebody else, even though he's a bigger person, but mentality he's like a child. So it's like, oh my god. So it makes me think now. So it's
Well,
crazy.
Frogger makes a good point too. There are adults on YouTube Kids because if you think about it, if you're a predator, you want to find someone, a kid, you're going to go to YouTube Kids and you're going to
Yeah.
pretend to be a kid. So unfortunately, I let my daughter go on regular YouTube because I feel like she's almost safer there than she would be on YouTube Kids.
Well, let's keep it 100 now. Let's keep it $1.50. Like the people at YouTube who approve what is considered child-friendly programming, even if they're
Right.
not grooming our kids through the comments. I'm not trying to get too political. I know some people here are super into the King James Bible, but I happen to love my LBGT brothers and sisters. I don't get down with the whole, but there's like that whole Dylan Mulvaney thing, and if you do it as part of the alphabet people, it's considered acceptable child entertainment. To I'm just saying, let's keep it 100. Like you definitely know that those people are, even if you're on YouTube Kids, there's going to be stuff there that even we as adults see it. We're just going to be like, WTF?
But
Yeah.
see, I think it's probably because I'm probably the most liberal person on this stream, possibly. But I don't think
I'm sorry.
I'm very liberal, so I
No,
don't
I heard
think.
what you said. I heard what you said. I said, I'm sorry.
Oh, but what I was getting at there is, I don't think I know, in my opinion at least, that exposure to trans people is not going to turn your children trans. 1, 2, it's not going to give them any ideas. 3, and it's not immoral it's teaching acceptance and tolerance and loving thy neighbor and all that good stuff. Like, it's not, unless someone is literally telling, inappropriate things, I don't see an issue with transgender people having their YouTubes and, doing, like, one of my daughter's favorite YouTubers is a transgender female who does her makeup, and that's what she does. She just does her makeup, and I see nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. I'm going to get crap for that. I am liberal, and I seem to find the conservative channels or the conservative people, but I respect, though, that your opinions on it. Like, I respect all opinions on it. I really do.
You know what happened to me is and I'm just being honest, is for a long time I was under a fundamental Baptist church, and I was told this and I was told that, and I was looking at the Bible and I was believing it and this, that, and the third. And then another Baptist church I went to, and the pastor at that time, he's retired now, he was preaching about the 3 eunuchs in the Bible. And also, my youngest daughter is openly, she was bi-curious. She's with, she's going to be getting married to, my son-in-law here. I call my son-in-law. They're not married yet, but no, I have. And after he preached that sermon, I realized I was in the wrong for judging, and everything. And that's where. That was a while back. I'm talking like 10, 15 years, probably longer than that. And I realized, wait a minute, I was being taught the wrong thing. And it's true, because I mean, when you have children and they come out of the closet, if you will, are you going to hate your child because of that? Absolutely not. I love my children and my grandkids. That's just my take on it.
My child also came to me, did the same thing. And what was I, you know what I said? I said to her, she was crying. And I said to her, I love you. Mama is
Hey,
the same exact way with you.
I think
I'm
your
like, what?
Well, let me know when you guys are ready. I gotta go to school in a little bit,
Can you
but
hear me better? Can you hear me better?
hey, Jeff. Jeff, I hate to bust up this party, but I just got a text where I have to go do my own thing for a little bit.
Okay.
I'll come back if you're still live. That's freaking sad. I'll be back.
All right,
Sorry.
man. Take care. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's all good.
sorry,
It's just a
brother.
chill stream. No problem.
Okay.
I don't know what the background noise is, though. I don't know
Yeah,
who's.
I know. That's the weird part. Someone's microphone.
This is the part where we get to cuss out the break words here to break out the cuss words here in a little bit.
you and Savage Dave.
No,
cuss now?
not about Dave, but I'll be back if you're still done. When I'm done, if you're still on, I'll come back over. Okay.
It sounds good.
All right. See you later, brother.
All right, later. Yeah, him and Savage Dave crack me up when they go at it at each other. It's funny.
I think it might have been his mic, but can you hear me better now?
Nope.
Oh, I think it might be Kevin. I think he's at work.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to just
Nah, it's not me.
first.
I'm muted up.
Oh, okay. Maybe somebody's driving or something. I don't know. Hey, Vlad, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I wanted to respond to some comment, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me.
You're coming in kind of choppy, and it's I can sort of get down with you on the whole, like, you shouldn't like tell kids that trans people don't exist, but the drag stuff, this is where I'm going to put a hard foot down.
Yeah, I agree.
The drag stuff has no place near kids because it's literally it's an adult fetish. It's not a lifestyle. It's not a gender. Like, that's a fetish. And I personally don't think we need it around our little ones, but
I agree.
We're allowed to disagree.
No, I agree. I agree with that
Strongly
one.
agree with you, Ed.
Yep.
I think it might be your mic because you're outside, but what's wrong with someone in drag reading your child a book? What is wrong with that?
If I enjoy wearing a Speedo and a Bugs Bunny mask because that's what, I don't want to kink shame anybody, if that's what gets me going, I don't need to be coaching baseball for little kids while I'm dressed up in my adult Happy Time outfits. There's no need. No need.
I mean, we can definitely agree to disagree there. We'll definitely have to do that.
No, but I'm saying is like drag is not like, that's not a lifestyle. That's, somebody does that as a fetish and an outward manifestation of their, sexual proclivities. That's what I'm saying. That has no place near kids.
But how does it hurt children?
Because it's an outward manifestation of adult sexual decisions and proclivities. I don't like.
It's not about sex, and that's actually one of the things I wanted to mention about Sam's comment, saying that kids are expecting of. I think
you're cutting out. Not, sorry to interrupt, but you're something's wrong with your mic, Shell. It keeps
not sure why.
You're kind of you're cutting out. Not really a robot, but cutting out. It's like
choppy.
Yeah, there you go, choppy. That's the word I'm looking for. Choppy.
Why? It's strange.
I thought it was my headphones, but then I realized then it was only coming on off of your end.
Let me see.
I was gonna say I could check your mic on this, but I don't think I would. Echo cancellation's on, so it's not that.
I may have to down and back up because what's going on.
Are you using an actual mic? I mean, like an extension mic, or are you using the one on your phone, or
my phone? Really, closer to my phone.
Do you have the Yard Stream window open?
No.
if you have the yard stream window closed, a lot of times that will cause the person to robot out. So try bringing the yard stream video back to the screen.
I have my phone, so it's just that screen.
Oh, now it sounds like you're back.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's not chopping now.
Can you highlight Sam's comment up? It said something about I forget what it said. Hold on.
I think it said Becky Dash. Is that one? That the one you're talking about?
No, it's a little bit further up. It says
the one with the percentages.
I can't get to it now. Hold on a second.
You're being you're choppy and.
It starts with kids are accepting of almost anything, and I can't read the rest because I think that is what's making me choppy. So if you
wait, is it this one right here? Is it this one? Let me see.
Nope, it's
not that.
It says kids are accepting of almost anything is what it begins with.
So do you have any respect, decency, or compassion for people who refer to themselves as MAPs? And I'm not coming at you hot. I'm just asking.
As what?
As MAPs, minor attracted persons. Do you have any compassion, any sympathy, any respect for those folk?
I'm not even sure what that is. So that's a person that's attracted to minors?
They have their own flag. They've kind of tried to ride the coattails of the LBGT community. I think it's like pink, blue, and white, and then pink, blue. They have their own flag.
No, that's absolutely horrible. That's completely different than transgender, though.
Well, first of all, we were talking drag. We weren't talking trans. So to compare drag and trans is also I would say that's a pretty flawed comparison.
Drag is not the same thing as a pedophile either.
I don't, Jeff, did I at any point say that drag is a pet? I said the minor attracted persons are trying to hijack the LB. Oh, let's throw it in reverse here for a second, because that's a very Don Lemonish tactic there. I said none of the above, ma'am.
I'm just saying that there's two different topics going on. That's why I
No. There's no different topics. I just you were talking about drag, and we're saying kids are supposed to be accepting, and a lot of times they seem to. I'm not necessarily saying that they're in the same car, but they're driving next to each other, and
I disagree. I have a friend that does drag, and he is in no way, shape, or form attracted to children.
Do you have access to all of his DMs?
He was my boss when I was 15. I've been friends with him ever since. He's in a gay relationship, and he's not attracted to children.
But you 100% that because you do not have access to his DMs. I've gotten people I know before. Like, it's wild. This shit runs deep. Sorry for the profanity, Jeff.
There are sick people in every gender. There are sick people in every race. There are sick people in every sexual orientation. You can't. That's
true.
People one.
You're right. But let me pose a question very respectfully. I'll pose a question.
Sexualize children.
That's
we should not sexualize children. No, but exposing them to drag and trans is sexualizing children.
It's not sexualizing children, especially when it comes to either of them, but especially when it comes to trans. It does not sexualize children at all.
I haven't seen one drag show that wasn't sexualized.
Drag shows are for adults, one. Drag
okay,
kids,
what about the drag shows for schools?
Well, you just said no problem.
They're doing drag shows in California schools. How is that not for the children?
Schools. They're having drag queens read to children. That is a big difference.
Drag queens read to children. How the fuck is that okay?
Language.
I see nothing wrong with it.
Wow.
I have to agree to disagree.
Wrong with a grown man having sex with your child, neither would you.
Wait, careful, please.
That's completely different.
Jeff, I'm gonna get down. I'm starting to get bothered by this lady.
acceptance and
Okay, Kev, don't leave me up here, Kev. Kev, if you leave me, I will block you on everything. Don't you leave me, Kev.
Can we change the subject, sir?
Bro,
I just want to have chill.
We didn't take it here, Jeff.
I don't know.
I'm about to get some popcorn.
Okay.
Hey, Nat, you identify as a lesbian, right, Nat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like girls.
So like that's
sexual.
that's well. I just wanted to know Nat's opinion on, because you are part of the like progressive community. Do you think there's any reason for drag queens to be doing story time with kids in evening gowns? And thank you, my friend. I thank you.
I mean, we're gonna have to agree to disagree there. That's all. I have no problem dating someone, but get angry at each other for it is a little silly.
Basically,
because it's just
this would be like,
hold on,
Ray.
Somebody's cutting out real bad.
I also refuse to go, like my friend tries to drag me to like all these different shows. Like I won't go with her to them. Like she like begs me to like these fetish shows, and I'm like, nah, I'm not into all that like stuff. Like just because I'm gay doesn't mean I want to go to all this like stuff.
Yeah.
Like
everything's different. Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can all agree to disagree.
Well, I think you should start a podcast with Jonathan Robbins.
Ray, you're breaking up. Somebody has got something really wrong with their mic. I don't know.
That's Telly.
Unfortunately,
that was Telly.
Well, I got friends that do drag, and they're perfectly fine. Some are suicidal because of people that think the worst of them.
Real quick, let's see who's having the issue with their mic. Everybody mute real quick, and we'll do.
Okay.
I'll call one at a time and see which one is the issue. Okay, so let's start with Shell Bell. Go ahead and unmute.
Hi.
Okay, you're good. Okay, Nat, unmute. Oh wait, you're cutting out, Nat. I mean, Shell Bell. Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit.
All right, I'm unmuted. What up?
Okay,
I'm unmuted. How am I? Am I good?
You're good. Puffy?
Well, I just got here, so I don't know.
Okay, Telly?
Testing.
Good. And CCC?
What up, man?
Okay. And then we got Ravi, which is Ray.
I identify as Ravi today. Please don't.
It's Ray. Ray, you're the one that's got the issue with the audio.
Ray, you got the issue.
Yeah, Elizabeth, it did, didn't it? It went off track big time. That's why I kind of want to change the subject. I just wanted to have
Okay, so I continue with my questions?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, what made you guys pursue the content creator part of the YouTube? And why did you guys get started? What motivated you to start, Ashans?
To me, or
it's to everybody.
They're going in a circle.
Oh, I don't. I just look at it as a platform to use. As far as content creator, I don't know. I just to me, it's just another form of social media. I don't know. That's just my. I don't know. I guess that's my answer. I just use it as a platform.
I want to check some clout.
You're robot and Ray. Real bad. Wow, he's roboting real bad. I think he said he's gonna mute or something, or probably leave and come back. I don't know, but yeah, he was roboting real bad. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know who's gonna answer next. I'm just waiting.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
What made you start a YouTube channel? Like, what motivated you to come on a platform just to talk about whatever subjects you guys talk about?
For me, I started one to give me something to do at night, kind of like a distraction, but also to give myself a voice because I was being attacked a lot online. So by people that I just couldn't. I didn't want to come on their channels to, come to them and work on their terms. I wanted to go on my own channel and have a voice for myself.
All right, and I'll go. I actually made my account 15 years ago just to upload a few skateboarding videos and my friends and I. And then like when I got into this community in like early 2020, I started to do the decoying and catching thing, and now I upload. And then I started doing my GTA videos randomly, and now I do random lives, and just talk. Or I'll still do catches, but that I'll put on Rumble now, just because of YouTube.
YouTube is a very open and accepting place for people who try to expose pedophiles. They truly support everything we do at every turn. I'm grateful for YouTube, and if they're listening, my page is Sweet Baby Ray 42, and you guys never do anything wrong. You're perfect, and I don't want to piss you off. Thank you.
Of course, he's being sarcastic for those who don't know Ray. Oh, also, well, when I started YouTube, actually, what's kind of interesting is the Sunday when I did my stream. I had in my YouTube studio, it says congratulations on your 3rd year anniversary. I said 3rd year anniversary because when I started my YouTube channel was April of 2020, and a friend of mine who I'm still waiting to interview. There's a lot of people I don't want to bug him too much, but he's a guitarist, professional guitarist for bands that people know about. I'm going to be interviewing. I said he started a YouTube channel then, and I was like, how do I do this? What do I do? And he helped me start my YouTube channel, and you'll learn more when I interview him, but he's a really good guy. He's a family man. If you like Iron Maiden, if you like Judas Priest and Great White, you'll know who he is. That's all I can say. But he is a unknown guitarist, well-known guitarist. He's also a very good person. Very good guy. That's why I started YouTube, just to upload.
Does he like to read to children But does he like to read to children in drag? That's all. That's the only thing that I need to know. If you say no, he's good people.
No, he's conservative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, I know you. You're kind of like me. You're a guy who tries to avoid conflict.
Yeah.
What's your take? Do you see any reason for people in fetish apparel to spend time with you? I really want to. I don't want to bring it back there, but I'm kind of stuck on that.
No, I have to agree to disagree with Shellbell on that. And her and I have, we agree to disagree on a lot of things, but we're really good friends. So yeah, I agree with you, Ray, and I have to disagree with,
And I respect that, but you know what I have to say about that? If you don't like drag queen shows, or you don't like having drag queens at libraries reading to kids, don't bring your kids to the drag reading shows. Pretty simple. You don't like it, bring your kids to it. It's pretty
If
simple.
my son comes home from school and says, "Dad, there was this drag queen at my school reading us books today," I go to that school and cause fucking havoc.
Please.
Sorry for the language again, Jeff. But if my child is ever exposed to that, I'm going ape shit.
Yeah.
Why not tell the child that some people like to do that for entertainment and teach acceptance and tolerance instead of hatred?
It's exposing a child to something that they need to not be exposed to. That's
It's
something
the
for an
real
adult
world.
fetish. That's an adult fetish.
Okay, ready?
Drag queen,
Next
that's just an
question.
adult fetish. That's not for
I'm gonna
children.
ask the next question. That way, you can change the subject.
What is fetish?
What do you guys?
Okay.
What do you guys? Hey, listen, guys. What do you guys like? What do you guys think about the YouTube, like the doxing, the degradation, the racism, and all that kind of like towards people, or how
I
people
feel
do
about
that?
that the same way I feel.
Maybe you guys
I
have
hate
noticed
it.
A lot of people have stopped being on YouTube, and nobody knows what happened. So that's what I'm asking. What do you guys think
To
about that?
answer you, I think it's getting out of control, all the racism and the doxing and the going real life. It really is, and it's affecting people's lives. And it's affecting them in a really horrible way. And it's I feel like YouTube does not do enough to protect people in that sense. They make us
No. YouTube protects people. YouTube just protects people who vote a certain way. Let's keep it $1.50. YouTube is all about diversity. as long as it's diversity of color and gender ideology, not diversity of thought. If you are left leaning, YouTube is a great place for you. It's a great place for the woke. And I'm not sitting here saying any woke people are bad people. I'm just saying that YouTube absolutely is biased 150%. And even Netflix.
What happened? I can't hear.
If you don't like a transgender or a homosexual show on Netflix, don't watch it. It is pretty simple.
You're doing the liberal thing. That's not what I said. I love Will and Grace. I love Sex and the City. I think they're great shows. I love Tim Dillon. He's one of my favorite comics in the world. I just think when it comes to certain life choices, it's for a parent to.
I'm getting a phone call, guys. I gotta go.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Actually, I'll just mute my mic real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can just mute. Can we? I'm not being rude, guys. Can we change the subject? I really would just wanted to chill stream. I don't want no arguing, please. I'm begging.
Okay,
I'm being as nice as I can.
Okay, the other question is have you guys seen anything that is educational or is literally like rational or useful for people to be on YouTube?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, sweetheart. Can we higher up her mic?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I know everybody tells me I sound so low. Can you see?
There you go.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the use for you guys on YouTube? Is it for educational? Have you guys seen any rational, any random things that you think people might be able to use, or you guys think some things shouldn't be on YouTube, or some are information, some are not used for information, some are used to become like the pimp status, how to be a pimp or how to be a gangster, how do streets work or whatever. You know what I mean? Has any of that been useful?
I saw YouTube shut down anybody's opinion that was anti-vaccine. I don't think you can call a place an educational platform if it's biased. So no, I don't think that. I think that there's a ton of great tutorial videos. I think that there's a great place to explore dialogue, but the overall bias. You take a look at like Steven Crowder's not even my jam. Like I'm not a Steven Crowder fan, but I would say on a 1 to 10, he's like a 3 when it comes to being controversial. Gavin McGinnis, Owen Benjamin, Joe Rogan, even Noir Black, anybody who is a free thinker or not willing to swallow the leftist narrative of everything's okay.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
The leftist narrative of tolerance and acceptance is just such a horrible thing.
You're doing that liberal thing again. That's not what I said. I said they're forcing us to. There's a difference between tolerance and forced acceptance. If someone's a racist, I think they're an asshole. But you can't legislate tolerance and love and compassion. You can't. It's not a feasible action.
YouTube was also kicking people that was talking about the war with Korea, with Japan or whatever,
Ukraine.
or China or whatever. Yeah, they go Ukraine, and they were taking a lot of people down because they were talking about that. They were talking about any subject.
Let's not talk about it then, please. Like that. Yeah, we'll not.
No. I'm just telling you that's what he was trying to say. Another question is have you guys had any challenges on your content creation? Like, have you guys got judged? Have you guys got arguments?
Yes. Anytime that I don't practice tolerance and acceptance of child predators, YouTube shuts it down. So yes, that's the backlash I've gotten. I've actually gotten a strike on one of my channels. I've had 4 or 5 of my videos removed from the YouTube platform, saying that because I try to shine a light on people that want to prey on kids, it violates YouTube's terms of service on bullying and harassment. But I can, luckily enough, if you don't want to watch anyone exposing a predator, you can go tune into Dylan Mulvaney pretending to be a 12-year-old girl talking about her feminine hygiene products, and see men dressed in evening gowns reading to children. It's YouTube is truly a magical place.
I started a disclaimer for that reason,
guys. I hate to interrupt, but I forgot I have a doctor's appointment coming up, and that was them calling to check me in. It's like a virtual one, but so I want to hop off here and say goodbye now, so I don't have to just suddenly jump off.
Okay.
Well, it's
But
about to jump off right now, Nat. It's about to go down.
well, I'm gonna keep listening in, obviously, but I got a freaking virtual doctor's appointment. He can be calling me from now within the next 30 minutes.
I mean,
I
I,
just wanna-
have an opinion, but can we keep this respectful? Because like
Yeah,
I can
please.
basically
Peace,
like I
y'all.
problem doing it, and I can respect your opinion, but please speak to me respectfully, and I will speak to you respectfully. I respect what you're saying. I do, and I am open to listening, but you can't do it in a disrespectful way. Is all I'm saying.
Lynn
I will
got.
I will try my best to downshift. There were just 2 or 3 instances where and again, I'm not going to say left it, but there's a more left leaning tactic that people use, and it's called "so what you're saying is." It's where someone tries to extract content or nuance out of what
Or
I'm saying to
allegedly.
say again.
Drag queens reading to children is
Or allegedly.
disrespectful.
Or allegedly.
Change
It's
my
not
mind.
using a tactic. I am using my passion, and my passion is for acceptance, and I am part of the LGBT community. I have family and friends that are. So I get offended and I'm passionate for it, but I can still do it respectfully. Now I would expect the same from others.
Yeah,
I will never respect a drag queen reading to a child ever. Never.
Yeah, can I just say something, please?
I'll respect you and I'll keep it cordial, but I'll never respect that ever.
And no one is asked to. No one is
Nobody
asked
asked you. Yeah, I was gonna say that because I have family and friends also, so it's like kind of like to me too. So
Yeah.
but I'm keeping it respectful. So
I'm
yeah, I
gonna.
understand.
I'm just gonna say this, everybody. We're gonna change the subject. I'm gonna end it with this, and no more about this for this stream. Is like I said, I have kids, and they are also Christians, and they're also conservative. Maybe in the middle, leaning conservative, but they're also. I have a few of my kids that at one time at least were bi-curious, and I love them no matter what. And I do not agree with I didn't want to talk about this. Oh my
Jeff,
gosh.
I'm gonna do you a solid and I'm gonna change the subject, all right? I want to see Jeff Southwest headbang to Bring It. It's gotta happen, Jeff.
I will do it.
Happen, man.
I will do it. I promise you. I can't do it now, but I will do it. I promise you.
For sure.
And this is I'll be respectful, and I'll kind of leave it with this. Blair White is actually someone I follow on YouTube. I think that she is a pretty incredible human being with some great perspective. Are you familiar with Blair White?
I'm not.
I'm not.
Blair White's been on the Joe Rogan Experience. She's been on Alex Jones. She's a trans woman. She's also, I think, pretty active with. There's a group called Gays Against Groomers. I see my old friend Tori down in the chat. At no point did I say that drag queens are pedos. That's not Kev. Did I say that at all?
You lean towards it.
No.
No, I
didn't lean towards it.
Definitely didn't.
I
No.
didn't hear.
You're up for conversation, but you're not even listening.
I agree with Tor. It's not a lifestyle. It is not a life.
Your
choice.
mind is so set that you're not even trying to have a conversation. You're not even listening to the man.
Do you understand that you do not choose to be gay?
No one said you didn't.
No one said you choose to be gay. See, that again, you're not listening to anything anyone's saying.
Kev, you saw the one. You saw the catch that you liked the most of me. The one where I said, "Let me take a walk inside your head." When that kid was struggling with his sexuality, could you imagine a catcher treating him with any more dignity than I did?
No.
Like literally, I basically walked.
I don't care what a person does. You want to suck 10 dicks in a day? Go ahead, but don't mess with kids.
Yeah.
You guys stop arguing, please, for respect for yeah.
Don't expose children to that. Don't let drag queens read books to children. Like,
well, that's not a bad thing because everybody's human. But besides that, I'm not agreeing with anything. I'm just saying this is I'm not gonna say anything. Can I use your guys' answers and stuff on because I have to show a link and I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna clip it and then just.
Oh, super quick! If anyone, I saw we have a friend down in the chat named Samantha, I think. Who said Ariel Scarcella? Let me find that because she, Samantha P. If you like Blair White, I love Ariel Scarcella. She's very, very proud, lovely lesbian woman. I think she's amazing. I love almost all of her content. Ariel Scarcella is she's one of my favorite YouTubers as well. So I think we're in the same algorithm, Samantha P.
I was
Yo,
all
she rage
worried
quit
there.
or what?
Who? Oh, shoot. No, I don't think look, let's just change
Well, let's
the
hope she
subject.
did.
She's actually a good friend of mine. It's just all chill and just relax and agree to
Jeff,
disagree
no
and move
offense,
on.
but your friend has some fucked up morals. Sorry for the language again. See, I'm trying to watch it, Jeff. I'm trying to be respectful. It's just me, man.
It's okay. Anyways, moving on to a different subject now. What do you guys want to talk about now that's not that controversial?
I would like to talk about the next election, Jeff. I would like to talk about the upcoming election.
Actually, you know what? I don't even know.
Do you
who
guys
I'm
think
voting
tradition
for.
has changed in our cultures? Different cultures eventually, obviously, but do you guys think tradition has changed or it's just become different because everybody, you know how every generation is different? What do you guys think about that?
Oh, it's changed a lot. I mean, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and, early mid 90s and whatnot. And yeah, everything, I think after, to be honest with you, after, I don't even know if I can say that on here, but after 2001, if you know what I mean, September of 2001, the whole world changed, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Even you know what's strange is my kids, when they got to middle school and junior high and whatnot, they said, Mom, Dad, even we notice a change, in recent years. At their age, at that young, even they notice a change, and everything. And yeah, it's just, I think that's kind of around that era. Maybe the Obama administration, it kind of changed a lot more a little bit. I don't know. I'm just guesstimating a time era. But yeah,
I got a theory, Jeff. And that's that the people that are bullied, right? Everybody wants to advocate for victims and for people that are bullied. But the only difference is that whoever is in a position of power does the bullying. And like we got to a point with like the social justice, social rights movement, civil rights movement, where everybody that was marginalized, everybody that was put down upon, a lot of those people happen to be in positions of power now. And the human element has reared its ugly head. And he who holds the power, I think we have a lot more in common with each other at the end of the day than we care to agree. And yes, I'm also what I would call, I'm a recovered liberal, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's a recovered conservative, so I get that.
Oh, somebody's backstage. Hold on one second. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's Wiggy. All right. Wog's probably driving. Watch.
I kicked
What's up, Wog? Uh-oh, we got...
died on me, so I kicked myself off by accident.
Wog, I think that's your mic. Can you say something again? Yeah, we can't. There's nothing. It's just static. Is that better? There we go. Yeah, now we can hear you. What's up, buddy?
Shit.
What are you up to?
Just on break. Figured I'd give you guys something to look at.
Nice.
If you helicopter us, bro, that's an epic troll. I'm just throwing that out there.
Did you want me to put you on solo layout, or you want to show us something there? Hey, finger. I'll shut up. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll move on.
Jeff, Pat Con has a great comment. Stop cucking the content, Jeff. Stop cucking. This is the best thing that's happened to your channel since Jason Casey. Like, let's build the Southwest brand, Jeff. Let's build back better.
I'm trying to find the comment. I am scrolling up. I don't know where it's at. Is it? You said PatCon?
He just said that was way back. He said, anytime anyone tries to like keep the peace in the chat, Pat Con will typically say, "Stop cucking the content." Like anytime we try to let cooler heads prevail, Pat Con's like, "No, let's burn it to the ground."
I do want to say one thing. Samantha P's comment saying kids that have differing opinions are now being bullied by other children and teachers themselves. Hetero children being told that they belong to a group that is the cause for all the world's ails and all the ails in the world. Well, my comment to you would be that my daughter gets called the DYKE word on a daily basis because she's dating a female. Now she gets bullied, so I can turn that right back around on that. That kids that are bisexual or lesbians or gay or trans in school are getting bullied far more than any heterosexual children in that school. I'm sorry, but no. That
So
comment.
I won't even make a comment. I'll pose a question. Respectfully, I'll pose a question. Do you think that there's ever been a better time than current 2023 to be an LBGT person? Do you think this is the best time in history to be a member of that community?
Because we have people in power that actually respect the LGBT community, yes.
They actually listen to them and they actually understand now the
Exactly.
situation than before. I'm just telling you because I have family members, my daughter is
I
one more.
would strongly disagree.
Joe
I would
Biden.
say that it's right about the time that it was right about the time that Matthew Shepard was brutally murdered, and that was back in the mid '90s, and that's when the real push came. It was a real world road rules. First time MTV took a chance on having a gay cast member before any media outlet would. I think that the framework for all of this has been laid out, and blood has been shed, tears have been drawn, and people have literally died. And now you have this like when you say we have people that listen and people that care. No, people were doing it way before it was cool. Like this right now, all they're doing.
No, well, I know that. I know because
No,
I was in
paper.
in the 1999 class. Okay, I
Yeah.
had a friend. He was gay and everything, and everybody would judge him and whatnot. Some would talk, some won't. He
Now
was
it's
suicidal.
different.
You know what I mean? He was very suicidal. Before, back then, nobody. Now you see everybody freely walking like nothing. Before you were all hiding. Everybody was hiding. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like now it's more open, even though there's more about
Yeah.
the subject.
Because people don't have
Before
to
you couldn't
hide
even come out or
anymore.
anything. You had to act. Some people got married just to make people think they were not gay. That's how I see.
Exactly. That's
Now
it.
everybody just does it fluently. That's the only difference I see now. Now it's like now in this 2000s, yeah, everybody's more freely. Even though some people don't like it, some people oppose or whatever. Now they're more freely to express.
Well,
Before
that's
you
why
couldn't even do that.
Yeah, that's why people say, "Oh, it's all you guys are all throwing it in our faces, throwing it in our faces." No, you know what it is? We're finally able to be ourselves without being judged.
And now us as parents, now we understand them more because we lived some parts of how they went and were treated or whatever. We actually understand a child that comes out like that. Before, if you were to tell your parents, oh, hell will break loose. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it happen.
I've got
You know,
3
they
kids
got
and
kicked
1 on
out
the
and stuff like
way, and
that.
I'm terrified for their upbringing. I'm just gonna drop that in there.
I
What
got
would
it.
you do what would you do if
I
your
got 8
child
kids.
came to you and said they were gay?
What do you mean? What would I do? I wouldn't shun my child. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to accept my child if they're gay. I'm not saying that. Never said that.
No, I didn't
I'm going
say
to
you
love my
did.
child because it's my child. I'm not saying I'm a homophobic or anything like that. I simply said drag queens should not read books to children.
But it's kind
I
of like
just asked a
telling
question.
somebody.
That's
We're
all.
not going to talk about the subject because we're going to keep going back to the same thing.
Yeah, let's change. Yeah, we're gonna change the
Yeah,
subject. I'm curious.
the thing is
I'm
that
just gonna
as
change
long
it.
as like I tell my daughter, as long as I love you, I care for you, I defend you, I'm here for you, I had you, you're mine. I have to love you, no matter what you
Yes.
want. That's my priority for you to be okay. You know what I mean?
I will
Even though
totally change the subject
she
as
went through
well.
hell and back. So, but the whole
Well,
thing is before
this
like now people raise their children differently. Now if you
I,
now if you stare at them like they used to stare at us, like you know that look and you knew you were getting in trouble, right? We give them the look. It's a staring contest. You know what I mean? It's like everything's changed discipline wise and stuff like that. Now they think they're the grown ups. I don't know why or how or what the hell, depending on the way people raise. You know what I mean? I've seen it all. Kids can be brutal, but besides that, what do you guys think about the upbringing? Like you know how we were taught a certain discipline mode, and before cell phones and the internet weren't involved in none of this. Now kids don't even want to move. Like they just want to be stuck under stuff. They don't even want to exercise or walk around. We used to walk, bike, rollerblade. We used to do all kinds of stuff. What do you think of that?
I do want to answer you, and I will give you an answer. I
Lynn.
just want to say one tiny bit more thing, just because it's in the comments. and I think it was put on screen. So I just wanted to touch base on it, and then I will answer your question, and I won't bring any of this stuff again unless it's brought up. 7.2% of U.S. adults identifying as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or something other than straight or heterosexual. So the rest of us have to deal with 8% of your demonic, dumb lifestyles. Now, just so you, and they said to leave kids out of it. Now, do you realize that children there shouldn't be any children allowed to sexualize our children? There shouldn't be any group allowed to sexualize our children. Doesn't matter if it's gay, straight, or trans, or whatever. Keep your kids out of your mess. Do you realize that children are also, there are gay, straight, trans, bi children as well, and they should feel like they're accepted so that they aren't pushed to suicide. Just putting that out there. Now, to answer your question, can you repeat it and I will give you your answer? Sorry about that. I'm a little bit like
Okay,
sidetracked.
you
Yes.
know how nowadays like kids don't have that discipline no more. Like before, we used to know that if they looked at us, we were in trouble. Oh hell, the neighbors were telling us, or they were like, oh, I seen them. We had no cell phone, no nothing. We were actually entertaining ourselves. We made toys out of nothing. You know what I mean? Now you can't even get them off their phone. They're always on the internet. Now a lot of kids wear glasses because of that, and a lot of cyberbullying starts. Like my son, he's autistic. He's 10 years old. He don't got friends at school. He can't make friends. I try to do everything. He's been bullied to the fullest, because of his autism, and his world is Roblox. You cannot get, when he locked himself out of there because he was doing this. They got kicked. He got suspended or something. Hell broke loose. It's like his whole world died on him. Things like that. It's like, why are kids going through this more than before? Before you wouldn't see a lot of bullying. It was like on a low, but at least you didn't see it out there burst to the point where kids are getting killed. I had a friend that her daughter hanged herself for a teacher bullying her for being, lesbian. You know
That's
what I mean?
terrible.
So it was crazy. You know what the triple part was, that everybody had different homework. She had to learn how to do that knot, because she was in military school. That knot that you can't come out of forever. The whole thing is that she did that knot to kill herself and hanged herself, and it was crazy. And she left a note saying why she did it, because of the teacher or whatever. Bullying is a serious thing. Like, it's sad.
Yes.
Can I say something too, if I could? Is I did a video live not too long ago, and I told half of my story, and that was half of my story. And for those who don't know, is when I was in fourth grade, my teacher, who I don't know if she's alive now. I know she went to prison finally. I was abused by my teacher in fourth grade. Not sexually abused. I was physically and verbally abused by her, and but not sexually. She was a very angry person. She was part of a biker. I'll say it was a gang. They called it a club, but it was a gang, biker gang. Her husband and her, I guess, were her boyfriend. I don't know what he was to her, but I was only in fourth grade, and she did a lot of things to me to the point where I had panic attacks. It was horrible. And that is half of my story on that. But I did mention that in another live. And there were some people, a couple other people in my class that was dealing with the same issue that I found out in fifth grade. This was fourth grade when this happened. That they told me, says, "Hey, you weren't the only one. I was too. She did this to me, or she did that, or she said this, or she should, and so on and so forth." And nobody would believe us. I went to my counselor. We had a social worker in our school, and of course, they tried to put the blame on my parents, which was absolutely ridiculous, because the only time I felt normal was outside of that classroom, whether it be on the bus home, at home, or anywhere else. I was fine. I didn't have panic attacks anywhere else, hardly at all, until later on when I was a teenager. I started having some more, but because of that. But when I was there in that classroom in fourth grade at 10 years old, I felt like I was literally in HE double hockey sticks. Like I couldn't function. I put my head down, and I just wanted the day to end. And sometimes I would lash out verbally and throw a fit, if you will, and they would make me go home. you know, and I did that on purpose, knowing that I'd be sent home because of her. But the good news is not too long afterwards, I found out that she finally got the punishment she deserved, and she was sent to prison. And so that was therapeutic for me to find that out.
Well, I'm gonna do a stream about all that, like the how people get hurt just by the words. That's why I tell my kids, be careful who you tell it to, be careful how you say it, be careful how it comes out, because they'll come back and bite you in the butt. But
I
you
bully
never
my
know.
kids so they know what to expect.
Yeah.
That's not even cool.
I'm just talking shit.
Wait, I didn't hear
Okay,
you.
okay.
I thought you said something else. I was like, yeah.
I said I
And was
bully
like,
my
what?
kids so they know what to expect.
Oh, okay. My
Like
bad. I thought you said something else.
I don't. Well, the thing that like I tell my kids, if you want to be respected, my only rules at my house is I'll respect you if you respect me. Treat me like you want to be treated, and you'll get what you need and what you want. People earn what they got, respect, loyal, whatever. And that's the only rules I have in my. And do not use the word stupid in my house. But yeah, and no cussing. You'll pay 10 cents, 25 cents if you say any words. You'll spell the word, and that's how much you're paying for every letter.
The swear
But anyways,
jar.
yeah, kind of. And the thing is that I broke a lot of cycles. I don't hit my kids. I don't, my mom used to drink. So it's like she used to hit us just because she was mad or just because we didn't know our ABCs and stuff like that. So I broke that cycle. I don't drink and I don't hit my kids. Besides that, like I want to do a stream about people being bullied. Like I've seen it all. Like people with disabilities, without disabilities, just people in general. Like they consider themselves that they don't matter, that they don't have no support. To reality, you don't need support. You need yourself. If you're strong, you're that's all the support you need sometimes. But if you feel like you don't matter, trust me, you matter to a lot of people. There's
Yes.
points that nobody sees that oh, I've been bullied, this and that. I've been bullied mentally, physically, and everything. I've been through hell and back, and I'm still standing. Thank God. It wasn't easy, but I'm
Same
still
here,
here.
Puppy. Same
You
here.
know, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like I have 8 kids.
That's
Oh
a lot
wow.
of kids. You are like super skinny for having 8 kids. You're amazing.
Super
My
mom.
my oldest is 22. She made me a grandma. So yay! My 22-year-old, she's in
Nice.
college. She's studying everything. And I have a 17, then I have a 15, then I have 13, 12, 11, 10, and 3 and 2. Five
Wow,
boys
you got
and
your
3
hands
girls.
full. You know what?
And they're
Isn't
all
that
good though. They,
awesome
they don't
though?
misbehave. So
I'm going to change the subject. I'm just going to change it now because I like what Puppy just said. Because at the time, my wife and I were separated before we got our divorce, but we were still great friends. I've said that 1,000 times. But for those who don't know, we're still great friends. But when my first grandson was born, we looked at each other.
it's easy to cope. It's easy to cope to help out each other, huh? People tell like, how can you talk
Yeah.
to your baby daddies and not cope? I tell them I meet you halfway, so I meet you halfway, and we meet somehow, some way we're gonna cope. But if you can't, then you
Mm-hmm.
haven't grown up. You're just a little kid trying to fight like high school, and you're never
But
gonna get
we,
nowhere. And the kids are getting affected.
yeah. But when my first grandson was born, we were right there. My daughter, my son-in-law, etc. My oldest daughter, and my ex-wife and I looked at each other. We knew exactly what we were both thinking, and we both teared up with joy. We gave each other a hug, and I tell you what, being a grandparent can really change your life. I love being a grandparent, and I'm so thankful. I would happily be tortured and killed to save the life of any of my kids or grandkids. And that's just my take on that. I love them so much. And I have stepkids too, by the way. It doesn't matter. They're still my kids. I have
I love
stepkids.
that.
I have, whether they're stepkids or step grandkids or biological or not, I love them and I would do anything for them within reason. I don't have $1 million to hand over to them, but you know what I mean? I would happily lay down my life to save one of my kids or grandkids. Absolutely. And they're it's like I try to have my grandkids over a lot. Now during the school year, it's a little bit more difficult. Obviously, I may get them a night for the weekend, or two, maybe. I might get two. I had 3 of my grandkids over a couple weekends ago for one night, and it was a blast. We played soccer outside. I have a pretty good sized backyard, and we played soccer, kickball, whatever you want to call it. We're just kicking the ball around, having fun. And that is life. To me, that is the most important thing, is having fun with my kids and grandkids and, family, and it's the most precious time. And I brag about my grandkids. Who wouldn't brag about their grandkids, Unfortunately, there are some bad people out there that don't care about their kids or grandkids, and that really bothers me. I don't know how anybody can not care about their kids or grandkids. I mean, I literally, exactly, I live for them. I would do anything for them,
Me
within
too.
reason, obviously.
Yeah. But no, me too, exactly.
And it's so cute too, because when my
You
two of
guys
my
want?
oldest grandkids,
Hey, did you
they
guys want to know what my daughter's theme is for her baby? It's funny. It's trippy.
it's up to you. You don't have to share, any information on that.
No, no, no. It's funny how she put the theme for the baby. It's bipolarism with Winnie the Pooh, Stitch,
Oh,
Mickey Mouse. I was like, what?
Aww.
Yeah, the soft
that's
side,
cute.
the crazy
That's cute.
side, and the serious side. I was like, I never heard of bipolarism being a theme. I'm like, what the hell? No, yeah, they're three characters. Oh, okay, I'll leave it as that. There
Yeah,
you
I'm
go.
gonna hop off here
Bipolarism
and
is a
jump
thing.
back into work.
Oh, okay, well, thanks for coming up, buddy. You have a good day at work there. I think you're halfway through, or wait, what time is it there? Yeah, it's noon,
Be out at
lunchtime.
like
It's barely 8 over
like
here where I'm at. It's
two and a
barely
half
8:39.
hours. Be out at
Yeah.
2.
Alrighty. I appreciate you coming up, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right,
I'll be in
take
chat.
care. Alrighty. But yeah, if it was, and there has been times where not only myself, but another person in my family, we had to justifiably do what we had to do to protect kids and, and grandkids and whatnot. And so, yeah, if it, yeah, I can go on and on, but I'll stop there. But again, like I said, I would happily, if somebody was to do something horrible, I would say take me, leave them alone. Do whatever you want to do. Do it to me. Don't do it to
Same
them.
here.
Yeah,
That's
my daughter used to live in
basically
Bakersfield, and
what
I went on the bus all the way over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mama bear comes out in me.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what bothers me too is when I see, like when you go to wherever, pick a place, mall, Walmart, I don't care, grocery store, and you see some of these, people that just treat their children so horribly or grandchildren horribly.
Like I'm gonna tell you like how cruel kids can be. Like my son didn't go on a field trip, right? And they would bully him all the way. I had to put a camera on his phone to prove to the district that he was getting bullied. He got put in the trash can. He got videoed on the Snapchats, and they put the song "I'm So Lonely" because he didn't go to the field trip, so he was by himself in a classroom. And another kid was there, and they were bullying him to the fullest. They were calling him all kinds. Now that he's grown up already, he's the leader of the drumline. He's very popular now. Before he was like, to you know what I mean? He earned his respect. He said, I didn't have to earn nobody's respect. As long as I have respect for myself, I'm good. So I told him, I taught you what then. But they would bully him for no goddamn reason. And then one time they literally
Wait,
got him on a chokehold.
I just try to avoid the, GD.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. My bad. I forgot. It just came out. I'm sorry. Well, they tried to bully him, and they ram one of his friends, and he was trying to defend his friend. And next time you know, his friend rams him. Like he got the anger towards him after the bullies got them. You know what I mean? And my son was like in shock, like what the hell just happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he started doing wrestling. When he had the guy in the chokehold, it was the funniest day ever. He calls. He thought something happened. He goes, Mom, guess what? I have somebody on a chokehold. Yes, finally, nobody messes with me. We're like, okay. I thought something had happened, but he's all excited because he finally defended himself from whatever it was. I was like, oh, okay. That's a good thing he was excited, but at the same time, he scared the hell out of me. So, yeah.
Oh, it's like, it's also my late son. He passed. He was supposed to graduate the year he passed, but
I'm sorry.
he
Sorry to hear that.
Hey,
he
Jeremy.
had to stick up for himself at school against a bully, and he had to physically defend himself. And at the same time, so I was like, yes. I'm in the background, cheering, like, yeah, being real in my, like, yeah, good job, buddy.
Yeah, like typical parent.
Yeah, but we also had to be parents. We had to say, yeah, you have every right to defend yourself, but we also gave him, the little quote unquote lecture, if you will. You go to the principal, go to the teacher, run away if you can. You know what I mean? We did the right
Yeah, the first
thing.
thing that you do, yeah. They give them the advice, and then if something goes beyond that, then go for it.
Exactly.
When I taught my kids, because there's a zero tolerance policy at our schools down by me. So that means if you're in a fight, even if you don't fight back, you get suspended. And especially that goes for high school more than anything. In middle school, you get detention, no matter if you fight back or not. So what I told my kids, if you're going to get in a fight, if someone is going to hit you, make sure they hit you first. If they hit
Yeah,
you
I tell my
first,
kids that too.
I was like, if they hit you first, then I'm not going to be mad at you, but you better win that fight.
Hey,
You better come out with the last punch.
remember when my mom used to tell us, if you get beat up, I'm gonna get you, take you back where you were at, and you're gonna make sure you defend yourself. I was like, okay, that's how I was growing up.
Exactly. That's
And I
me
have an
too.
autistic son, and he was all like, "Mom, they pushed me to the concrete, and this and that, right?" And I'm like, what are you trying to get to? You know what I mean? He goes, "Can I hurt somebody? I'm not
Yeah.
trying to, but if I have to, can I?" I'm like, "If you're defending yourself, I don't care how you won't get in trouble. Just don't let nobody ever punk you or do that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if
Can
you
we
get
just
permission, that's a good thing.
absolutely? Can we just? There's a comment in the screen by my friend Brian. He said, "Raising grandkids is an epidemic. There are so many grandparents doing that now. It's unreal. I hate. Sorry, I'm just reading your writing. I hate I think you meant two. I hate to see 20 years from now when they are grandparents who will raise the kids in. It's a scary thought. It really is."
Yeah.
Well, I could live in that. I tell my mom, you know what's funny? Now that I'm gonna be a grandma, now I feel like they're gonna tell me what I tell her. That, oh my God, when we were kids, you wouldn't give us this and you wouldn't do this. What the hell? What's the difference? For like, you know what I mean? And my kids are like, yeah, we feel like you're gonna do the same. You're gonna treat them better than you treated us. I'm like, no, I don't think so. Don't say never, never, because it is gonna happen. You're gonna spoil them. Well, right now the great grandmothers are spoiling the baby. My oldest, she's
Aw.
the only child. So she goes, "Mom, we're gonna get a $1,000 crib room or whatever." And I'm like, "Damn, what?" Well, like, who's spending this money? His great grandma told it. I'm like, "Oh hell." So here we go, and they're spoiling that baby like there's no tomorrow. Only grandkids, the only, you know what I mean. I'm like, I wish my mom would do that, but no, the grandkids get it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
Colorado State Control. My kids also know not to hit first, but they will hit last.
I like that. It's pretty good.
Because when I was I learned that because my mom told me this, and because in freshman year of high school, I was followed home from school and beat the crap out of, and I got suspended for 3 days, and I didn't hit back because I thought, hey, if I don't hit back, then I won't get suspended. I won't get in trouble. I got suspended anyway. So every time after that, if someone hit me, I beat the living crap out of them. Like, I even broke my hand on their face one time.
Yeah, no, I was saying my kids know to never get hit first. If
Never
somebody's
hit
fucking with you, stand your ground. Do what you got to do, and then we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids don't
Hey,
get
you
hit
guys want to
first.
see something cool? I have like a lot of pets, but yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Here,
My pet goat.
I'll put you on a solo layout here so we can see.
Oh, where'd she go?
Uh-oh. I hope I didn't press the wrong button. I went to go put her on. I hope that wasn't my fault. I'm sorry if it was my fault. Come back up. But yeah, it's sometimes you have to take. Here we go. Hold on, she's coming back.
Yep.
Finger got too big.
Sometimes
Hold
you
on.
gotta break. Sometimes you
You
gotta
hear it?
break.
You hear it? Look. I have a goat.
All right, hold on. Let me try this again.
Oh,
You can't eat my phone. He's trying to eat my phone.
he's cute.
I have all kinds of
Oh,
pets. Trust
so
me.
cute.
What happened? It's because I want to teach my kids how to raise a goat, and I'm like, as long as you don't eat it, I don't eat birria no more. But I raise so like that. Then I have my other dog, and so the
Well,
other day we had tables in the back. The other day, they were trying to come in, and the thing actually kicked their butt, like literally, like back kicked them. It was crazy. They can jump. I didn't know they can jump. And they eat
Puffy,
anything.
I'm definitely gonna sub to you because I like your vibe. I'm definitely gonna sub to you.
I was the same.
She does at least a few lives I was able to make it to. She interviews some people and different YouTubers
Yeah,
and whatnot. And
she
she's really
seems
good at it.
awesome. She seems awesome. I'm gonna look her up right now.
Yeah,
You guys can check my new interview. I just did one for China Mac.
That's the one.
I really like
That's the
her
one I
vibe.
saw. Yeah, it was real professional.
Thank you. I'll sub to I'll sub to everybody that subs to me. So
Thank you. So I sub to you. It's La Puffy, and I can't pronounce the last name. I apologize.
yeah, and I know nobody can. I know, and everybody either calls me LA Puffy, which is La Puffy, but it's not LA Puffy. But I'm already used to it. Well, my name is Martha, by the way.
I found you though, so I subbed. There we go. Because I think that I'll really like what you have to say.
Thank you. Everybody told me I should do journalism instead of art, but yeah, I don't know.
That'd be great.
Did you say it's LA Puffy, or as I've been calling you La Puffy?
No, it's La Puffy. It's
Yeah,
La Puffy,
okay.
but everybody changed it to LA Puffy, and I just laugh. And they're like, "Are you from LA?" No. What are you?
Hey, look who's here. It's Mayor Goldie Wilson from Hill Valley. Remember the movie Back to the Future?
Okay.
What's up,
Well, I'm
Goldie?
gonna go to school. Thank you for your interview, question answering, everything. And remember, everybody judge each other for their problems and mistakes, but nobody else is perfect, not even yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Nice meeting you, Puffy.
Nice meeting you, and nice meeting you, Cece.
Take care now.
All right, I'll put the picture of you again, but I redid it with the tiger like you told me in the background, right? And the guitar. That was all I did.
Oh, cool. Cool. Appreciate that. It's awesome.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys go and talk to you soon.
All right, take care. Come back anytime. Wow, I had no idea this panel would go in that any. I was like, yeah, I just woke up. I was like, you know what? I might as well just do a panel for just or whatever.
You know how often that happens to me though, Jeff? Like I'll start a panel for one reason and then it turns to like a totally different thing.
Yeah, it happens. But that's like I said, I think it was Vladimir. I don't know if he's still in chat or not. No, it was. I think it was him and Al. And he told me he said some of the best lives are the pop-ups. Where you just off a web and you just say, you know what, I'm gonna go live just for the heck of it. So, and I got to give my buddy B-Socks a little bit of credit because he got tired of putting titles in his lives because he goes live like 2 or 3 times a day, it seems like. And he started putting no title required. And then he changed it to a title is required. And I think that's what I named this one. So a title is required. Yeah, I think that's what I named
said
it.
title required or something like that.
Yeah, so I have to give B-Socks a shout out on that one.
I'm sharing La Puffy's channel on your thing too.
Yeah, feel free. Anybody that can share links are welcome to share their links. Somebody has a question real quick. Let me see real quick. Major. Let me see. I don't have my glasses yet, so I got to put up on the screen. Southwest Jeff, what do you think of people who say Mary was 12 to 14 when she had Jesus? I haven't seen anyone substantiate these claims. To my best remembrance of studying the Bible, I don't even think there was an age given when she was conceived by the Holy Spirit. So I don't have an answer to that. But I know that times were different. There was times where people lived to be 900 years old. I mean, 6,000, 10,000 years ago, or whatever. And then there was times where people only lived to be 30 or something. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't have an answer to that. That's a good question, though. In sincerity, I mean, it's a good question. I just don't have the answer. There's a lot of things like you read in history books or the Bible or whatever, and it's not necessarily very clear. It doesn't give an exact answer to something, but it kind of gives you a timeline, I guess. So that's But Mary didn't even have FCX, so there's that. Well, see, Telly, here's the thing. My brother and I actually agree to disagree on this one. Is it says Oh goodness, I used to have this memorized. I want to say the book of James. I could be wrong.
I
I know
think
it's
I
in
know
like
what you're getting at, but I don't have it memorized either. But I think I've heard what you're about to say.
yeah, where Jesus talks about his brothers and sisters. So later on, according to what I understand, is that Mary and Joseph did have other kids. You know,
Yeah.
after Mary was conceived by the Holy Spirit, you know, and Christ was born. After that, after her and Joseph, you know, they did have other children, and that's in the Bible. But some people will believe it a different way, and again, that's all good. We'll agree to disagree on that. You know, for those who don't, you know, that's
A
another
lot of
thing is it's better to agree and disagree than just be mad at each other. I cannot stand when people like
that's the
some.
frustrating part.
Yeah, I mean, we can agree and disagree and still be friends. You know, it
Yeah, like
doesn't have to be a an argument or anything.
I didn't mean to start drama earlier. I really just like I'm one of those people that can debate and stay calm. So when I meet someone that really can't, I struggle with that because I'm like I don't know why they're getting so angry over an opinion, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody was really angry. It's just some people are very opinion. I can't even
I was
speak.
talking about Ravi or whatever. I think
Yeah,
his
right.
name.
No,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, he's just very opinionated. He's very outspoken and
okay.
unfiltered, and so is CCC, and so everybody has different personalities, and that's sometimes personalities clash.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
felt bad. I'm just like, oh great, am I gonna put my liberal stance out there and get attacked?
no, it's all good. It's all good.
I
Everybody
just
has a right to an opinion.
if I wasn't myself, I just like that's part of my thing about YouTube. Like I'm always myself. So if I wasn't myself, I feel like I was betraying myself. And I'm part of that community, and my family. A lot of my family are, and every single letter. So it's just I would be a hypocrite and ashamed of myself if I did not stand up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You should. You should stand up for what you believe. Now, whether
Yep.
somebody else agrees with it or not doesn't matter.
Yep.
It's what it's your belief. It's like mine. I mean, people call me a fake Christian. I've been called that a few times. And that's the other thing that Bill from Pulling the Strings, I know he's watching. He says he doesn't watch everybody's panels. I know he's probably watching. I could be wrong, but he's probably watching. He calls me
Yep.
a fake Christian. First of all,
They call me
even
that too. People call me that too. A fake
yeah,
Christian.
even my closest family member, I can only say they're a Christian by their testimony, but
Exactly.
only them and God know for sure if they're a Christian, born
Yep.
again Christian. That's just, so how could somebody dare call me a fake Christian? Because you know what? Christians are not perfect by any means at all. That's why
Yep.
only God is, and that's our
And
Christian belief.
believe it or not, people, there are gay Christians. I grew up in a church with a gay pastor who did gay marriage ceremonies the second they were legal. That's the church that I grew up in, and that's the church that I wish I still lived around for my kids.
Yeah. I don't even want to go on to the subject
I
anymore.
know, trust me, I know. It's only
just,
you and me up here, which is why I said it to you, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I wouldn't say
And
it if there was anybody else on panel, that's all.
and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I agree with the whole I won't even talk about it, to be honest. I don't want to change
It's
the
not
subject.
gonna offend me, Jeff. It's not gonna offend me. I'm completely okay. Like I had a debate with Joe over on Vegas Valley about it. Like I can debate and not be offended at all. So if you
Yeah.
want to say what you want to say, I am completely open ears, and I will not argue with you about it.
Well, here's how I'll say it is I believe the Bible. It's just my
Yeah,
belief. And I
yeah,
believe that what the Bible says, what God says, and he used, the Bible says holy men of old were used by the Holy Spirit to write the Bible. So God, yeah, people say, well, God didn't write the Bible, man did. Well, okay, yes, they penned the Bible, but they were inspired by God, by the Holy Spirit. It was divine intervention. So I have to agree with the Bible, but the Bible says that we are all born into sin. Okay, so we're all sinners. So even though the Bible will disagree with some of the things that maybe you agree with or I agree with, or vice versa, and it may be wrong, but we're all sinners. That's the thing. We're not God. Only He is perfect. And that's why He came in the form, there's the Trinity. His Son, Jesus, came, and died and rose and for our sins. And by accepting Him, we're forgiven past, present, and future of our sins. So that's the way I was raised. That's the way I believe. That's what I've read
I
in the
respect
Bible
that.
and studied. So if one of my kids says I'm going to marry somebody of the same whatever, I'm going to love them and treat them just the same. I'm not going to treat them any different. I love them regardless.
Yeah,
So
I like that. See, that's why I can absolutely respect everything you just said. I see things a little differently. I see the Bible more as a book of stories and morals to learn from and to live by, but to a point. I don't take the Bible as literal. I Presbyterian, Episcopalian type of viewpoint more than Catholicism. But I absolutely respect everything you just said. Like, I really do, because no one really knows, so it could be that way. I just have always seen it as a book of morale stories, and to live by them the best you can, and get the big themes of the Bible are love thy neighbor, love, don't judge, as only Jesus can judge, only God can judge, and all that good stuff. I don't know a ton about the Bible, but I know enough to know that the Bible, that God and Jesus are not hateful or damning, and they're not going to hold things against people and their sins and all that stuff, because apparently we're all sinners. So, like you said,
yeah, now Romans 3:23 says, "For all that's important there. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." And then also the Bible talks about, it says, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." But people seem to forget the last part. But it says, "Judge ye with righteous judgment." So if somebody comes breaking into my house, well, you have the right to say, that's wrong, and they need to go to jail for
yeah,
that. You know what I mean? That's called
yeah,
righteous judgment. So there is a difference. We have a right to judge certain things as long if
yeah,
it's being unrighteous. And a lot of people seem to leave that out. Tupac used to say, only God can judge me. And it's still a popular statement, but I have to disagree because yes,
I think on the big
God,
stuff, on the big
yeah,
stuff, on the being gay, on the any of that type of stuff, in my opinion.
but also, like I said, the Bible also says, "But judge you with righteous judgment." So it's not only God, even though God does judge everybody, of course. When it comes to there's a great white throne judgment, which is for the non-believers, and there's a judgment seat of Christ for those of us that are believers. And there's going to be judgment from the Lord, but here on earth, we got to be careful how we judge people, because it says, "Judge ye with righteous judgment." That's so important.
With
But we'll
righteous
move on from
judgment.
that subject, because there's a lot of people that don't like to hear about that. I'm not trying to push my religion, but I don't have a
Yeah, we're
problem
just
talking about
talking.
it.
Yeah, we're
Um,
just talking.
and I would, like God even says in the Bible, He wishes that everyone come to repentance, that all should be saved, that none should perish. I believe the same way. I wish everybody would come to know the Lord so I can see them in heaven someday. But there's people, God gave everybody free will, so everybody has the right to choose, and that's that's it. If that's the way it should be. I mean, God created us, and people will disagree with me on that too.
I
That's
think
just my belief.
because God gave us free will is the biggest reason why I don't think that anybody needs to worry about going. I mean, if you're a really bad person, yeah, you're probably going to go to hell. But bad, I mean, CPers, murderers, stuff like that. But if you're just a typical person that, everyday sins, quote unquote, there's no way that, well, I mean, this is the only example I can give what I'm trying to say. I don't think God is going to look at me or anyone in my family and say, you know what? You lived your life as yourself and you are trans and that is okay. Like, I don't think God's going to say to them, nope, you're damned. You're going to live eternity in hell because you're gay or bi or transgender. Guess what? God is going to hold that person, take them into their arms, and take them to heaven unless they're a bad person. And guess what? Being gay or trans doesn't make you bad. I'm not saying that to you, Jeff. I'm just talking.
Well, let me just take that one step a little bit different. Is actually, it's not about good or bad, because none of us, the Bible says there is none that doeth good, no, not one. So technically we're all sinners, right? It's about whether they,
exactly.
It's those who either reject or accept. If you accept God, then the Savior, then you're going to heaven, regardless of what kind of person you are. Now,
well, what do you think about accepting God and living the way that a good person that accepts God lives? Do you think that person, even if they have never really considered religion, don't you think that that person will go to heaven because they have lived in a righteous way, so to speak, or whatever, or in a way that, God loves and everything like that? That person, I still believe, goes to heaven, in my opinion. I don't think that they have to verbally or even mentally say, I accept Christ in my heart. If you're a good person, I feel like heaven is where you're going.
And if that's what you believe, then that's cool.
I know
I'll agree. I'll have to agree to disagree, because the Bible says you have to be born again. Unless you be born again, you can't see the kingdom of heaven. So I will agree. I'll have to agree to disagree. But I think as Christians, those of us that are Christians, the Bible wants us, God wants us to try to live as a good person, but He knows that we can't be like Him, because but we can, well, I shouldn't say that. He wants us to be like Christ. We've all heard that expression. I'm sure everybody's heard that expression, but it's impossible because we're sinners. But we can do the best we can to be good people. That's the golden rule. It's in the Bible. So I kind of get where you're coming from. But
I think you and I are saying the exact same thing, just in different ways of looking at it.
Yeah. I mean, I got away from God so many times in my life, especially in my younger years. I got saved when I was around my 11th birthday. And that's when the Holy Spirit spoke to my heart. I realized I was a sinner in need of a Savior, and I prayed and got saved. That's what we call it, born again, saved, whatever word people want to use. But that's the time I accepted Christ into my heart. And that's when, and I felt the Holy Spirit convicting me of things, even at that age. Because I was already experimenting with marijuana, a lot of stuff at that, smoking, cigarettes, drinking, at a very young age. I was already experimenting with that stuff. So once I got saved, I started getting these convictions I never had before.
Really?
And yeah, that's the Holy Spirit convicting my heart. And it doesn't mean I was going to go to hell. It's like when I got older, and I started discovering other things like alcohol or whatever, fill in the blank. Yes, I was very convicted about a lot of things I'd done when I was going down the wrong path. I was always convicted. In fact, I think that's the reason why I would drink more or try certain things, because I was trying to drown out those convictions. Just like some people will drink to drown out sorrow, or they're going through a hard time in life and they'll drink. They call it drowning my problems in alcohol, which is very, very, very true. Some people do that, or drugs, or whatever it is. Maybe it's gambling. It doesn't matter. Whatever the sin is, a lot of people will do that, including myself. I still vape on nicotine. It's a habit. It's a bad habit. But I'm not going to hell for it. You know why? Because I'm forgiven, past, present, and future, according to what the Bible says.
Yeah.
So, hey, what's up, Tommy? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, we this stream went in all kinds of different directions, and everybody jumped. I think everybody but Shellbell and I has jumped off the panel. Not just because of that reason, but
That made it sound like we just chased them away.
It went from like what 60, 70 viewers down to 39, 40 pretty fast.
I know. I think. Well, they were like they seemed to have got them excited that what we were talking about. Then we stopped talking about and they went away. But I think I might have chased Ray away.
No, I mean everybody. It's just we had so many different personalities and different
passionate.
beliefs. And yeah,
Yeah, he's
everybody's
just passionate.
passionate.
And like I said, that's why I can talk about it and keep my head. It's just, and that's what seems to, for people that believe the complete opposite of me, it's hard for them to sit there and hear me keep my composure while talking about it. It almost gets them more angry.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Same with me too. It's like when back when my ex-wife and I were still married and the kids were younger and whatnot, we got called into the missions field, the Navajo Nation, and our missions board was up in Broomfield, Colorado, and we're down here in New Mexico on the Navajo Nation. We had 159 acres of land. We had it was a Baptist church. My neighbor was Mormon, and we all got along. There was no. We would be on the four-wheelers. He had livestock on his land, and we'd meet, on the four-wheeler and shoot the breeze sometimes for hours, and we would share each other's beliefs, and everything. And yeah, we would agree to disagree on a lot of things, but it didn't make us enemies by any means. We were good friends. But I did learn some things from him and vice versa. He would tell me he learned some things from me. So we got along great. There was no issues. And I think that's one of the problems that's going on in the world is because somebody will disagree with somebody else, they think they have to be enemies or something. And it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't.
No, see, I like that a lot. I like that. And that's actually where big mad respect comes from between Joe and I over at Vegas Valley, because his views are very different than mine when it comes to conservative versus liberal, especially the LGBT stuff. But me and him can respectfully debate, and like it gets heated at some points. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it totally gets heated.
Yeah.
But we still come back at the end and be like, sorry if that got a little much. Like, because we both know how passionate each other are about this topic.
Yeah, exactly. Well, speaking of that,
it made our conversation. Oh, sorry. It made our.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just want to say one last little thing. It makes our friendship stronger. You know what I mean?
It does. Yeah, it sure can. Actually, you're very right about that. Like Kurt, like for instance, Kurt is in chat. I really like Kurt a lot, and he's got he's always so positive, and he's got a very good outlook on a lot of things, and and I also like his beliefs on the medical uses of cannabis, mushrooms, whatever. I agree. Now, there's a lot of pastors that would completely probably shun me, to be honest with you, because I believe in medical uses of whatever,
free will.
Exactly. Free will. There you go. God gives us free will.
And I don't think God is going to condemn you for any of that either,
Absolutely not. Nope. I mean, I used to believe that long time ago, 25 plus years ago. But see, and then again, back then I was rebellious. I was very rebellious. I tried just about everything, except for meth or some of that stuff.
Yeah,
but
I've never done more than marijuana. That's how I've always been.
Yeah, I tried out as a teenager. I tried. I wasn't much for stimulants. Like when I tried cocaine, I was like, it's like, it kept me up all night and I could still party. And this is when I was young. I was very young when I tried cocaine, and people would be shocked. I was 10 years old when I first tried.
No.
Yeah. Because of my older cousins. I had two twin cousins that were older, and they spent most of their life in prison. But yeah, they gave me crack cocaine at age 10.
That's horrible. I'm so sorry.
So, well, you don't have to be sorry. I appreciate it though. But it's something that
a lot to deal with. A lot to deal with.
Yeah. And then, of course, the acid came along a few years later, 12, 13. I was introduced to LSD. And so a lot of Uh-oh. But yeah, she'll be back up. But yeah, I was, I guess you could say, peer pressured in a sense to a lot of things at a very young age. So that's why it's scary with the community that we're in with these, Preds that we. Hold on, she's trying to come back up. Go ahead and try again. You flashed and then disappeared again. But yeah, at that age, I was already being peer pressured by older people. So it's, we got to be careful because that's what a lot of the Preds do. They literally groom children, and children are very susceptible and they can fall for things very easily. And that's why we do what we do in this community. I'm more of a supporter. I've only caught 7. Okay, a couple on the internet on panels, yes, but as far as on the streets, live and whatever, I've only got 7 catches in a year, a little over a year now, I guess. But if I had a catch every day, I'd do it. I just hold on one second. Okay, there you are.
I am so sorry. I knew that you were probably ending soon, but I'm like, I can't leave it like that. I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
I was playing with like a pen with one of those little, not erasers, but like pointer thingies, and I was playing with the screen, and I didn't think that. I forgot it was a touch screen, so I didn't think that. I don't know. I didn't think it would make it move, but it did.
I've exited out of my own stream. I don't know how many times on accident. It's like, let me go close the chat on my phone. If I'm on my phone, I'm on my computer right now. But if I was on my phone, yeah,
I didn't think I was going to be able to get back. What were you saying though? I don't mean to make you repeat yourself. Just for the time I was like quiet and then gone. Like what did you say, or sum it up?
Well, I'll try to remember because I have a very
I'm
poor
so
memory.
sorry.
But
I can go back and watch it too. Obviously, that won't be an issue if you don't want to have to repeat it all.
Yeah, I think I was just basically saying that. Well, yeah, I did forget already. That's my.
It's okay. I'll go back and watch that little part. That's fine. But
Yeah,
what were
it's
you
no big
talking
deal.
about when I just came in? I guess I should say.
That's what I just forgot.
Oh,
My memories. I'm telling you, I had. I'm not kidding you. I had a very sharp, clear mind until about age 42, 43, somewhere around there. And that's when I started getting memory issues and health problems. Well, I started getting health problems in my 30s, but the real health problems began, like 42, 43, somewhere around there. And I hate it so much because I used to, in fact, I used to love to debate people. That was my thing. I mean, my cousin's a lawyer, an attorney in Long Beach. I mean, our family loved. Yeah, I used to love to debate. I used to be able to have this stuff memorized in my head where I could just spit it out without even looking it up. And now I can't even remember what I said 5 minutes ago half the time. Now it sucks. But it comes with age and health. It's health issues. In fact, yesterday I had my Zoom call with my doctor, and he upped my medication to help with my memory fog. It's called brain fog. So
I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
So I was telling him, what, I really, the medicine's working a little bit, but 1 a day, because we were supposed to take it 3 times a day. We just started you out at 1 in the morning. So he upped it to 2 a day. So we'll see how that, and I have to go pick that up either today or tomorrow. It's not ready yet, but so hopefully my memory will get better and everything else. But yeah, it's just something that happens with age and certain people with my health and whatnot. Yeah. It does bother me a little bit because it's like, when I sometimes like I'll end a stream, it's like I didn't even talk about A, B, or C. And that was what the stream was mainly going to be about, and I completely forgot about it. And I'm like, so it's like, darn it. And I keep telling myself, the old expression, write it down. Well, guess what? Now that the digital age is so strong, I have a hard time finding a pen or a pencil in my house. So it's like I'll have to put it on my desktop. I have to type it down.
Yeah.
And then I forget that I typed it down after. It's like, you put something somewhere. Well, I'm going to put it here, so I don't forget where I put it, and then a week
Oh,
later,
and
where
then
did
you
I put
forget
that
where you
thing?
put it.
Exactly. That's usually how it turns out. But
That's too funny.
what seems like 20 minutes has been 2 hours and almost 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I'll go for
Oh,
like 6
jeez.
more minutes and call it. But I just
Okay.
woke up and wanted to do a chill stream. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch this, and I don't know. It just kind of went in all different directions, and I didn't.
I think it was a good stream, though. I think I think it was good that it went in different directions. It took
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it kept the audience attention a little bit.
Yeah, and I do apologize to the chat too. I didn't keep up with the chat very well today. I do apologize about that. But there was just so much going on. I tried. I try to put stuff up on the screen. When I see something in chat that goes along with the subject, or maybe doesn't go along with the subject, just to kind of. And I was unable to do that this morning. But again, like I said, I just woke up and decided to go live. So.
I was watching chat, and it seemed like they were having their own half the chat were having their own discussion about something else, and then and then there was a handful of people that were talking either they were on the side of me and LaPuffy, or they were on the side of Ray, and they were giving their opinions in chat, but they were adding to it, and I was reading out some of them. So I tried to help you out with that.
I appreciate that very much. Yeah, my friend Radio Jonesy. Hey, Radio, I'm glad you're here, buddy. He's in Tasmania, Australia, and I just wanted to say this too: is Radio. Whenever you get a chance, if we can, I have everything ready now for Rumble. My editor edited the last video that needs to be edited, the last thumbnail that needs to be made. I just need to figure out how to get it onto Rumble. So anybody that's able to help me at some point, I know we're in different time zones, so it's difficult, obviously. I think he's like 15 hours ahead.
I wish I did. Highlight Kurt's Kurt's comment, because I think it was too. I think it was a really good one. Nope, the one that's down at the bottom. It just says it was a good stream, Jeff.
Oh, thank you, Kurt. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you. I hope so.
They all communicated, and the stream was really good.
If I made anybody upset, I didn't mean to. I don't even remember. I think we were just all. Bad. Yeah, we got into religion, and we got into politics, and we got into the whole LGBT. I always joke around, say elemental P, because I can't remember all of it.
I know. Yeah.
And
that's fine.
So we had a lot of different opinions, a lot of different thoughts, and this, that, and the third. And so, yeah, if I said anything to offend anybody, I didn't mean to, obviously. I just trying to.
They didn't say that. Nope, no one said that. Everybody actually was just, it seemed like just a typical debate. No one seemed mad at all. They were just talking, you know what I mean? It really was a good chat. Yeah, the chat itself was a good chat.
We can go a little longer if you want me to, Size Lives Matter. We can go another 15, I guess, 15, 16 minutes or whatever. That's fine.
Oh, Real Nick wants you to answer his question, but I didn't see his question, so I'm not sure.
Okay, let me go up a little bit. This is the problem with my computer. When I go on StreamYard, until I get a new one.
Do you want me to help you? It's right here. It says, Jeff, what do you think Randy Rhoads would be doing present time?
Wow, that's the guy that wanted me to pick up he was obviously the guitarist originally for Quiet Riot in the 70s, and again for Ozzy Osbourne for the first two solo albums, Blizzard of Oz, Diary of Madman. He's the reason why I picked up a guitar.
Oh, really? Who is he?
Oh, he's one of the best guitarists that ever lived. I mean, him, Eddie Van Halen, Jimi Hendrix, Dimebag Darrell, the list goes on. He was literally him and Eddie Van Halen, a little bit of others, of course. But at that time in the 80s, he's the reason why I picked up a guitar. Or, I asked for a guitar as a kid for Christmas or birthday or whatever it was. And I got it, it was a pretty cool guitar. Actually, it had the lightning strike on it. It was blue with the lightning on it. And it had the whammy bar. And it was an Ibanez, which is what I have now. It's a different one now, of course. But I got that and a crate amplifier. And I still have my Rage tablature book as well. And he's the reason. And he told Ozzy Osbourne before the plane crash that he wanted to go back to school and get his master's degree in classical music because he was also teaching still at his mother's music. I think he was in L.A. or San Diego, Southern California is where the school, Dee's music school was. And even when he was in the band Ozzy Osbourne's band, when he was out on tour, he was still teaching his students there. And he wanted to get his master's degree in classical music and that's one of the things that drew me to Randy Rhoads. If you listen to, say, Revelation Mother Earth, or the song Diary of a Madman off the album Diary of a Madman, or others, you'll hear that he'll go into this heavy metal riff and then take it to a classical route. And it's the most beautiful thing I ever heard at that time. And to this day, it's still amazing. And that's what got my attention.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, yeah. I wish I could play it, but I'll get a copyright strike, so I'm not going to play it. But yeah, the song Diary of a Madman off of the album Diary of a Madman, and of course Wizard of Oz had Revelation Mother Earth, which is one of my...
I just realized my zipper was really loud because I was unzipping my computer bag. Sorry about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. There's a little bit of an echo, though. I don't know if you got something running in the background or not. But,
I don't think so.
Let me check mine to make sure.
No, it might just be because I was doing stuff with my laptop. I will mute.
Oh, you're fine. You don't have to do that. It's not that bad. Jeff, do you think chomos are repairable? I'm not a doctor. Or if this wasn't internet, I would answer it maybe a little bit more in detail. I'll say this. From what I understand, no. I guess medically speaking, there's no cure is what I've been told.
My opinion is, okay, go ahead. Actually, finish yours, and I'll give you mine.
All right. No, I don't think. I think they're beyond repair. Can they still get saved? Yeah, because God is God. But that's, as far as I'm concerned, here on earth, they should be in prison for the rest of their lives. I don't know. That's my opinion. Go ahead, Shell.
So for me, I absolutely, without a question, do not think that a child predator can be rehabilitated. I do not. I think that they should be castrated, and I think they should be put on an island far, far away from everyone else. And I do not think that, I differ with Jeff on one thing. I do not think God will take them into heaven.
Well, I think anybody that the Bible says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, and that's the verse. So I believe that they can get saved before. But as far as their punishment here on earth, give them capital punishment. In Florida, it's on the governor's desk that they're going to have capital punishment for anybody who does a certain ungodly thing to a child under the age of, I think it's 13 or 12. I think it should go higher than that, in my opinion.
Go to higher than that, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a start, So no, I think I'm in almost complete agreement with you. Yeah, they're non-repairable, but if they're in jail, I was in law enforcement. I think people tend to forget that, but I was in law enforcement, and I did work corrections and detentions, transport, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I've seen a lot of people that not just that kind of crime, but say cold blood murder or whatever, that genuinely came to the Lord in repentance and got saved when they were in prison. Should they still be in prison? Absolutely. If they were on death row, keep them on death row. But a spiritual part of it, they can be in their cell and pray and receive Christ as their personal Savior. That's as far as I'll go with that. But as far as being repairable here on earth, no, I don't think they can.
Bingo's mom said castration is not a cure. Oh, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, because it's in their head. It's in their head.
Well, they can molest the child without.
Exactly.
So definitely not a cure, but that should be absolutely without a doubt. This needs to be done to this person if they do this.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm incomplete. I think I would say a majority of the people would agree. There's no cure for them. There's no. there's no hope for them as far as that disease, whatever people want to call it. I guess it's a tissue in the brain or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but
Well,
yeah, I have.
Haven't you heard that they do have done MRIs on child molesters and they're missing something that's like in their core personality in their brain? I mean, it doesn't make them good at all, ever, but they're missing something that other people that don't hurt children aren't or something. Like, I'll have to look it up and actually that might be a good thing to put on my next live. It's interesting. But it's an addiction, yes, and it's actually in the addiction part of the brain that has the problem. Yeah, I'll have to read into it more, but I don't think it's been debunked. But what'd you say?
Oh, I was just going to read to Jeff. Do you think it is fair that Jesus forgives and lets spreads into heaven but sends a innocent child? No, all children go to heaven. That's in the Bible. Jesus says, suffer not the little children to come to me, but there's such the kingdom of God. So, yeah, all children go to heaven. It's the age of accountability. And for me, it depends on the person. For me, it wasn't, I was in church since I can remember. And I heard the gospel probably 1,000 times before I finally realized, oh, the Holy Spirit convicted me and said, you need to be saved. I'm speaking from my personal beliefs, okay? So, like I said, it was around my 11th birthday. So I don't know if I was 10 or I just turned 11 that day. But it was around, it was in October. That's my birthday. So, let me get back to the said. Yeah, all children go to heaven. It's in the Bible. Absolutely. Yeah, all children go to heaven. But yeah, I think anybody that does any kind of sin, if the Bible is very clear. If you accept, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall, not might, shall be saved. Does it mean that what?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. But do I agree with what they did or doing? Absolutely not. And I think they should be punished to the fullest.
Here's two questions. You've quoted what the Bible thinks, but do you personally think that they should go to heaven? Okay.
No. Wait. No, I don't.
Do you personally think?
I think they should rot in hell.
Okay, that's what I was. That's what I was looking for right there. Okay, so the other question I have: would your ideology change if your child was the victim?
No, because I believe the Bible.
Okay.
But wait. If my child was a victim, I'm sorry. Yep, I'm sorry. It's too early to be talking.
If your child was harmed in a sexual manner and brutally, or maybe even ended in death, would your ideology about how pedophiles will go to jail should go to heaven, would that change if your child had been a victim of something so heinous?
I'm not saying if they have or haven't. I'll just say this: no, because God is right and we're wrong. That's just my opinion because I believe the Bible. But again,
I respect that. I was just asking a question, just curiosity. That's all.
But my personal opinion as a human being, I think they should all rot in hell. But I'm not God. I'm just saying what God says.
No, I actually like that you say that, though. I like that you say your opinion, and that's a big. I don't know. I don't hear that very often. Usually, it's always like, "Oh, God says," but you give your opinion, and it's real, and I respect that like crazy.
Yeah, and I get a lot of flack.
I have chocolate in my mouth.
I get a lot of flack from other Christians. It's like, how could you disagree with God on whatever subject? Just fill in the blanket like this one. It's like, I don't understand why God would allow somebody like that to even have a chance of salvation. So it's like, well, how can you disagree with God about that? Well, because God gives us free will. And yeah, I disagree, but God says this and God says that, whether it be a murderer or whatever. So do I necessarily agree with it? No. And I'm wrong about that because God's always right. So I don't know how else to say that. I think they should all rot in hell. That's just my opinion. I think they should all rot in hell. That's just my opinion.
I agree with you, and I think you're right, but I totally understand why you believe that God says this, and I totally understand. And
even actually, this Gen A just put up something that actually even God makes God sick, but because he's so perfect and he died on the cross for everybody's sins, not just certain people. Yeah, he even said right there, my Bible says a millstone were hanging about their necks and drown the depths of the sea. Well, that got memorized. You just put depths, but that's what it says in the King James. Yeah, I read the King James, but yeah, that's absolutely true. Even God hates that. He hates predators. He hates
He
that.
does.
He hates sin, period.
Doesn't
So
in the
yeah.
Bible, doesn't he like send people to death for that?
You
In
can
the Bible?
interpret. If we have a
That's
private,
the
if we
problem.
have a private conversation, I'll be more unfiltered. But because we're on this
Oh, sure.
platform, but what the verse that Jen just put up is exactly right, and I agree with that. Yes, I'll say that much. That should answer your question.
We will definitely have to have a private, like, backstream live stream, or not live stream, but, backstage talk sometime, because I think that'd be a really interesting conversation.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's some things I just can't say on. We all know that there's things you can't say on this platform.
I completely understand.
So it's like, but no, and like I said, God forgive me, but I just, God doesn't. He hates all sin. Period. If you steal a pencil from school to cold-blooded murder to a pedo, whatever, God hates all of that. He doesn't. He hates sin, and there has to be a punishment for sin, and that sin is death and hell. But He provided sinners a way out by sending His only begotten Son, Jesus, to John 3:16. Just throwing a verse there to back up my. But do we all agree with that necessarily? Because our finite minds are, exactly that. It boggles my mind, that, but it is what it is. I don't know how else. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I will get unfiltered and I will probably say things I'll regret. And but yeah, I definitely think that they should be punished to the fullest. I believe in capital punishment. I think the law they're passing in Florida should be in every state, and I think the age should go up on that. I think it should be I don't know, anybody under the age of 16 or whatever the age of consent. I don't know. Fill in the blank. I don't know. I mean, if somebody got mad at me when I did the interview on What's Your Story. People was mad at me because they asked what I thought the age of consent should be, and I said 21. And people thought I was nuts. Oh, that's too high. That's too high. I'm like, well, they're probably right. I'm in my late 40s. To me, most people that are under the age of 30 years, I call them kids, because my kids are between mid 20s to around 30. So to me, they're still kids.
Okay. What's the age of consent in where you are?
I think in New Mexico it's still 16. I think, and then Texas is 17.
Yeah.
And I think in most states, well, you know what? Some states changed it actually. So I don't know, but I know there's a lot of states that are 18, which is what it should be, at least 18. I guess I'll meet everybody a little bit halfway. I'll say 19. There you go. Whatever. But I think the age of consent should be a little higher than 18. That's just my personal opinion. That is my opinion. Nobody has to agree with that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I think it should be maybe 19, 20. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But
now, my opinion would be, I think 16 is good because, and there's a reason for that. I think 16 is good because it's extremely unrealistic to expect a 16-year-old to stay abstinent. It's extremely unrealistic. Should they? Yes, of course. But I think 16 as the age of consent, as long as their boyfriend is not over the age of, I think, what's the rule, 4 years. But for a 16-year-old, they shouldn't be dating higher than 18, in my opinion. But
yeah, there's the Jack and Jill law. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 16 is acceptable. And if we made it higher, the thing that people don't realize, the people that are saying 18, or they're either said 19, 20, what you don't realize is no matter what you make that age of consent, kids are still going to have sex.
Yeah, that's true.
Kids can
But
get emancipated at 16. Like Kurt said, kids can get emancipated and move out at 16 if they want.
Yeah, I actually knew somebody that did that.
But you know how we combat what you're worried about? We combat things of them getting in trouble or all that stuff by teaching them good morals and everything like that, and teaching them not only about abstinence but about protecting themselves and about protecting their hearts and about, you know, everything, all the bad, good, and ugly about, you know, having sex early, and then you won't have a 16-year-old having a baby or getting pregnant.
I hate to interrupt, and this is why I'm interrupting because I want to answer Stu Art's question. I explained this a little while ago. Look, first of all, I didn't want to disrupt Shell Bell when she was just talking just now, but because you brought this up and I just happened to see it put on the screen, I'm going to address it. Understand something. We had, 70 people in here earlier, 80, whatever it was, at a peak. I cannot keep up with every little thing and see every little chat and hear every little thing. I do my best. I'm a human being. I am not perfect. Only God is. So I'm doing my best to look at the chat, listen to Shell, and also pay attention to everything in my surroundings right now. I'm doing my best. So no, I'm not God. I'm not perfect. I can't see I try to put, and everybody knows this. People get mad at me for that too. If I put every little comment up on the screen, people get mad about that too. So I can't please everybody. I mean, nobody can please everybody. So yeah, I mean, that's why I only watch my lives if I watch them again one time. Because first of all, I don't like to hear my voice. I don't even like to go on camera that much. And why watch something or listen to something I was already a part of? But like something like this stream, I will probably wait till the chat, processes and watch it again. And and this time I shouldn't say write notes, I will type notes down. So next time, hopefully I'll remember to go back to those notes and then, address them like that. But it's over 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate everybody. There's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different stuff said and everything. And I'm sure
Before you go, CCC spokesperson said, 16, no way they're old enough to consent with a 45-year-old man. That's not what it's about. Consenting does not take away the fact that there's still a law that if you're over 18, you cannot sleep with someone under 18. That law does not go away. Well, just because of the age of consent is to have sex at 16 with anyone 18 and younger. That's what the age of consent means. Yeah.
Well, the Jack and Jill law is different. I found out.
The Jack and Jill is different. Yes, the Jack and Jill is different.
Let me just finish my thought before I forget it.
Oh, sorry.
I think in New Mexico, it's 3 years. I believe.
Yep.
I have to look back at that.
Year.
Yeah, and then California, unfortunately, it's 10 now, I believe.
Oh wow! Yeah,
certain
10
states,
and 45 and stuff. That's crazy.
I don't think anybody over the age. I'm going to be 48 this year. Again, I'm not trying to be rude. Anybody under the age of 30 or something to me is still as a kid. I guess it's because my kids are in their mid to late 20s, early 30s. So to me, I couldn't date anybody under the age of whatever, 30, early 30s. I don't know. To me, that's just. I know some people will say, well, when you're an adult,
it's a personal preference. I get it.
Yeah, there are grown adults that they say, well, age is only a number when it comes to the grown adults. Say like a 60-year-old is going, like Hugh Hefner, for instance, the Playboy dude. He was like what, 70 something, and he had like 7 girlfriends that were like 23. To me, I think that's wrong. But it's not illegal. But to me personally, that's my personal opinion.
And when you get older,
it's morally wrong.
Older, though? But like when you get older, you're like 37 and you date a 50-year-old. That's not that bad, I don't think.
No, that's not as bad. No, I don't think
Because
at
think
all.
about it.
No,
Like I'm 30. Not
it's
that
not
I
that
no, I'm
bad.
not saying I would date a 50-year-old. I'm just saying like I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm saying that like I'm 37. I have a 17-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. So
Mhm.
dating a 50-year-old, if you think about it, all of it together isn't really that bad.
Yeah, I think anybody over the age of 30-ish. Now I say 30-ish. Because
Yeah,
it
can
depends
do
on the
it.
person, depends on the maturity level too, Because I mean, there's some people I know that are 28, 29. They're very intelligent. They're very mature. They have,
Yeah.
they should have that right, and they do have that right to date whoever they want because they are an adult. Whether if they want to date somebody older than them, and they're 28 years old, and they want to date what would you say, 50? Is that what you said, or 60 or something like that? They have the right to do that.
I mean, it's kind of creepy, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of whatever.
Kind of
But
cringy. But 37 and 50 though isn't really that bad.
no. Like I said,
31 and 22 isn't that bad either, Major.
no, that's not that bad. I don't think. It's just my personal opinion. I don't think I could date any woman under the age of, I don't know, mid-30s. I would say I would try to keep it in the 40s. I mean, I'm going to be 48, so for me, I would probably look for somebody in their 40s, but that's just my opinion. But
No, that's
or
totally
even
your
early
preference
50s.
too. That's a good preference, I feel like.
But I did date a gal for a while who was 34, I believe, and I was 45, 46, somewhere around there.
Wow.
And that was a stretch. And we didn't date very long, but that was a stretch. And I was like, yeah. And the thing of it is too is I thought we had more in common, and of course we realized we didn't later on. But
Yeah.
that's another thing too is what are you going to have in common with somebody that is say 50 dating a 30-year-old or 45 dating a 35 or whatever? There's going to be some difference.
It seems to work better with older guys and younger men because men mature slower. No offense.
Oh no, yeah, I was taught that in school. Women or females, I guess you could say, are at least between 2 to 4 years ahead of males when it comes to maturity.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that with every female? I don't think so, but scientifically speaking, it's with most or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people are going to have different opinions, and all we can do is just agree to disagree if we, on some things, and that's just the way it is. But
definitely agreed. But yeah, I keep keeping you from ending your stream. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. I do that all the time, and it's not on purpose. There's a lag in StreamYards, and it's hard to try to, keep up because when you think somebody's done talking, they're really not, and there's that lag. So it happens all the time. Let me see what Bingo's mom says here. I just saw something that caught my attention. Let's see. Okay, girls get consent age at 18, and the boys can wait until they're 21. I don't know if that's supposed to be funny, but that's kind of, I don't know. Oh, because girls mature, they're more mature than males.
Yes.
I think that's what she's saying.
I think that was so funny. That's so cute. I think that's a good joke. I do. I think that's awesome. That's very sweet.
Oh, Retro Dude. Okay, yeah.
Oh no, they missed us.
I missed the Randy Rhodes. Yeah, basically all I said was, well, not all I said, but in a nutshell, is Randy Rhodes was really the main influence on me to pick up a guitar in the 80s. It was a mixture, of course, between him and Eddie Van Halen and Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, and the list goes on. Peter Frampton, Eric Clapton. But Randy Rhodes was probably slightly, I don't know, I would say just slightly above Eddie Van Halen to me in the 80s because of that classical guitar sound that he would put in there with the Ozzy albums. And even one of the Quiet Riot albums of 1979, I believe it was, when they had their second release in Japan. I used to own that. I don't have it anymore. I wish I could. But he even used some of that classical sound mixed with heavy metal back then. That's what got me into Randy Rhodes. And with Eddie Van Halen and Jimi Hendrix, Dimebag Darrell, I mean, I grew up with the Pantera. They were I was at their house growing up, before they were even signed. And Barrett, my friend Barrett Tillman, who unfortunately got into heroin and died in the early 2000s of an overdose, him and Daryl and Vince and all them, I would hang around with them a lot. And I was just amazed how good they were at the guitar, and how well they can play it. And that's what I looked up to, is people that could play like that. And they didn't necessarily have to be famous musicians or anything, but Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen, and I would say even Dimebag Darrell, and we used to call him Diamond Darrell until David Lee Roth threatened to sue him. So, yeah, I used to just say Diamond Darrell, but Darrell Abbott. Anyways, they were probably my three biggest influences, along with Marty Freeman from Megadeth, Dave Mustaine. There's so many more, but I'd say those are probably my three biggest influences. Because I like to do tricks on the guitar. I call them tricks, like springboarding, dimebag squeals. They call them now dimebag squeals. But I like messing around and learning new things in the guitar, or try to do something nobody has done before with the guitar. I thought that was so cool. So I like the tricks. I used to call them tricks, and Eddie Van Halen basically did that, and a lot of guitarists did. But with Randy Rhoads, I liked how he could take an eerie sounding Ozzy song, and in the middle of that song, go from an eerie sound to a beautiful classical sound, and then go right back to the eerie sound. I loved it. I still do.
Yeah.
So that's why Randy Rhoads is probably my biggest influence. Next to him would be obviously Ben Eddie and Dime, and then of course it goes on from there. See, Dimebag's pinch harmonics. Yeah, that was gonna be my next guitar video. Was gonna be a tutorial on how to do Dimebag's square harmonics. Dimebag's pinch harmonics are whammy dives were the best. Oh yeah, you just drop it down, pick a harmonic, and then bring the whammy bar back up. That's a square harmonic. And then springboarding by Oz Fox for Striper, he perfected it because, oh gosh, I don't know why I forget his name. The guitarist for Night Ranger. He also played with Ozzy on Speak of the Devil. Finished out the tour where Randy Rhoads died. What is his name? Brad Gillis. There we go. I remembered his name. He actually was the first one who did that. But he didn't do it using springboarding. He used it with the Gibson. Is it called the toggle switch? The toggle switch. Yeah, he used that to do this to make that sound. Oz Fox perfected it from Striper and used the whammy bar, and you flick it and it goes. The spring in there, it goes. And it makes the chord is called springboarding. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Let's see. Oh, wait. Diary of a Madman is probably my favorite album from Ozzy Osbourne of all time. Diary of a Madman is the greatest album for. Oh, yeah. There we go. Before I even read it, I just saw Diary of a Madman, so I clicked it, made my statement, and read it. Yeah, I agree. That is my favorite Ozzy Osbourne album of all time, is Diary of a Madman. My second would be Blizzard of Oz. And then it would probably go to, man, I really like Jakey Lee, but I love Zach Wild too. It would probably go to Bark at the Moon, then probably No More Tears. Who? Oh,
Flaky Jake just came in chat. Hey.
That's not Big Jake, is it?
That's a girl.
Oh, okay. How you doing? Yeah, me and Jake is a big fan of Dimebag Darrell. We talk about him all the time. In fact, he's got more Pantera stuff on his wall than I do. I got some stuff. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I was the 2K giveaway, but you know how YouTube is, and like right now it says I have 2K, but I'll probably lose 10 of those overnight. But when it sticks to 2K for at least a few days or a week or something, I'm going to do a 2K giveaway. And most of the stuff I'm giving away are stuff I got over the years being in the music industry. So if you guys want to be here for that, look for the 2K giveaway. because I'm literally giving away a lot of stuff in my collection. The only thing that's probably not going to be music related is a video game system I'm giving away. But
wow.
everything else is, I believe, is musical related. And so it's pretty rare. It's just I have so much, like 2 or 3 or 4 of the same thing. And some stuff is obviously going to be heirlooms to my family, my kids, grandkids, and whatnot. But there's some stuff I just have too much of, I'll be happy to give it away. So yeah,
That
that'll be
sounds
fun.
very cool. Very, very cool.
War Pigs was an amazing tune. Yeah, somebody got mad at me because Joe was taking requests the other night for music to be played. And he was playing mostly rap. And I like some rap, obviously, from the late 80s to, I don't know, 90, whatever. The Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Warren G, Puff Daddy.
The real artists.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, that's why I usually say the real ones. I love that stuff, but I was always a metalhead and always will be. But I do love me the guitar. I can play drums too, bass. I can play drums, bass, guitar. I was only a lead guitarist in 2 bands. I was always a rhythm guitarist, but when I started to learn lead, I wanted to be a lead guitarist, obviously, and I got to a couple times, but I never got really good at it. I'll just be honest with you. I could probably play more stuff now, but back then I wasn't the greatest lead guitarist. But I really loved rhythm guitar and doing tricks, making some cool sounds, and stuff like that. Absolutely. War Pigs covered by Jack Black. See, my favorite cover of War Pigs was just what Joe played, and yeah, I call it sacrilegious, but it's by Faith No More. When they did the cover, that's what he played. And people were getting on me saying, why didn't you request Black Sabbath War Pigs? You're the originator of the song. Well, yeah, absolutely. And all my hats off to him. It's just I happen to like Mike Patton. He has he can rap, he can do R&B, he can do metal. I mean, he has it all. He has his range. His range level was amazing. I don't know if it's still that way today, but wow. I mean, Faith No More was a pretty diverse band, what they played. They were considered heavy metal, but they did do a lot of rap and a lot of R&B type music too. But I just happen to like the way Mike Patton and the band Faith No More does War Pigs. So I would choose that one as far as like a radio play or something over Black Sabbath. Now, I've seen Black Sabbath live with all the original band members except for Ward, the drummer, because he had a heart attack, years ago. If I was to hear it live, it's got to be Black Sabbath. So, I mean, take that as you want, but live in concert, I would rather hear Black Sabbath do War Pigs, and I did hear them do it live. As far as a radio play or whatever they call it today, I don't know, digital, I'd rather hear Faith No More do it.
Yeah, I like all types of music.
When I got older, in my 40s, and my kids, they were all into the 80s and early 90s metal, hard hair bands, if you will. My son, he fell asleep every night. His favorite album at that time was Queensryche, The Promised Land. So he would put the CD in his Walkman, and 2010, by the way, and he would put the CD in his Walkman and fall asleep to Queensryche. That was his jam at the time. He passed away, and before that, it was Metallica. I think it was Death Magnetic, which is personally not one of my favorite albums by Metallica at all. But for him, that was one of his favorites, and I respected that. Now, my youngest daughter, she was into Warrant, Motley Crue, Poison, classic Metallica, classic Megadeth, the stuff in the 80s mainly, and a little bit of the 90s stuff. She was basically the same thing my now ex-wife and I grew up to. So she listens to everything, which opened my eyes to, or ears, I should say, rather, to other different genres too. Like, I just can't really listen to much rap after the 90s. Sorry, it's just me. But she did get me to like I don't know the name of the song. It's like Shot Caller or something or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the name of it, but I like that tune. Bone Thugs and Harmony, some of their newer stuff that they did after the 90s. She got me into that and some other stuff, you know. But again, we always go back to the 80s. We always do. If I'm with my kids, we'll listen to whatever for an hour or two. But you know, the last couple hours, like if it's New Year's Eve or a special occasion or something, and we're together as a family, the last few hours of the evening or whatever is going to be all the hair bands, basically from the 80s. This is what it ends up being. You know, we'll start out with whatever and end up with Def Leppard and Poison and Motley Crue and Rat or Megadeth or whatever. You know, we'll end up with that. But hey, I appreciate everybody coming up. I know a lot of people did have disagreements on some topics, but that's fine. That's called diversity. You know, we can agree to disagree on a lot of things. And but I wasn't planning on going more than an hour, 2 at the most, and we're already past 3 hours and 19 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. I appreciate it. This was completely out of the blue. I didn't know how this was going to go. I just thought I would do it live.
No problem. Thank you for having me up.
Hey, you too. And again, we should do the what we thought we did it today too, but we should do a planned stream. We can do the panel share during the week for a few hours as opposed to just Sunday. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be fun for sure.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I didn't upload any music yet to my StreamYard. That's why I didn't play any at the beginning, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the StreamYard music.
How do I end it on my end, or does it end automatically?
To the best of my knowledge, it'll end when I end it, or when you press X, the red X. It should end, but I'm not really sure, because for some reason it's actually showing me that you are sharing this 2 times, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know how that works. Yeah, 2 times.
Maybe when I got kicked off the panel, it started it up a second stream.
It could have.
That might be why. I'll have to check it and see what happened. I'll delete one, obviously, unless it's 2 parts. Then I'll do streaming with Southwest Jeff part 1, and then I'll do part 2.
Yeah, you just call me Jeff. That's fine. You guys can just call me Jeff. It's just something I put on there a long time ago, just whatever. Because everybody here in the Southwest, everywhere you go, it's like there's businesses, Southwest Realty or Southwest this or South. I said, you know what? I'll just go Southwest Jeff. But I appreciate everybody that came up, and I appreciate you, Shelbell. Thank you so much. And maybe I'll see you later on a panel somewhere.
Definitely. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you. Take care. Have a good one.
You too. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, chat. I'm going to go and hang it up here. And yeah, I'll play a little music to end it out. It's just the StreamYard stuff because I have not uploaded anything yet. So everybody can chat. If you guys want to drop your links now. If somebody that's not wrenched wants their link dropped, moderators, if you could drop their links, I'd appreciate it. And I will talk to y'all later. This was fun. I have to admit, I have a little anxiety after this because I just get that way. I didn't expect the panel to go the way it did. And there's a lot of different opinions, which is great. But trying to keep up, too, is also difficult for me. Because I'm in Mountain Time Zone. I started this pretty early in the morning for me. So I do apologize. I did my best. I'll try to do better next time. But I appreciate it. I sincerely do. We'll talk to y'all later, and I'll leave you guys with a little bit of music for a couple of minutes from StreamYard. Or as Ray would say, yard streams. All right, hasta la pasta.